Yes, we are here. We are live. We are back for a WWE WrestleMania 42 Sunday watch-along here at WrestleNews365. How is everybody doing? How are we feeling? Are we feeling optimistic? Are we feeling pumped? Are we feeling revitalized? Are we feeling ready after what we witnessed last night for WrestleMania 42 Saturday? You know, I don't know about you. Sometimes when it comes to digesting a pro wrestling show, for me it can take maybe a day or so. Sometimes I'm not very great immediately right after the match or immediately right after the event of like, oh, was that really good or was that really bad or was I entertained by that? Did I like that? And I thought, well, it's difficult because obviously we do the post show straight after this and you have to give your reaction. And I wasn't that high on the event last night, to be honest with you, and that came across certainly in my post-show comments. So I thought before I just got on here, I thought, well, how am I feeling about last night? Now, 24 hours on, and if anything, I feel worse about it. I'm not gonna lie. That first night had some good matches that were enjoyable. I enjoyed Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. I enjoyed Gunther and Seth Rollins. I think that was probably match of the night. I enjoyed aspects of the main event in terms of the in-ring. But it isn't, and this is the general sentiment. I've seen a lot of people say this in the last 24 hours. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania anymore. You know what I mean? That's really the I think the general debate coming out of last night is, I think you've got maybe the more modern fan who maybe only started watching WWE in maybe the last year, 2 years, 3 or 4 years, and this is all they kind of know. And then you've got people that have been around maybe sort of in that 5 to 10 year range, or maybe obviously people even longer than that going, no, this doesn't feel like WrestleMania, and this doesn't feel like, you know, what a WrestleMania show should be. And when after you have a match, instead of filling that time with adverts, you would then usually do a backstage segment, or you would do a vignette, or you would do some other kind of segment, and then, or at the very least, a video package hyping up the next match. But it wouldn't be that long. You would get onto the next match pretty quickly. I saw a stat last night that between the penultimate match and the main event, there was a gap of like 45 minutes, including entrances, you know, other segments, announcements. It was ridiculous. I think we've seen at least one episode of the upcoming Hulk Hogan documentary last night because we watched it in segments. So yes, that's kind of my prevailing feeling. Is it's just
Jason
like
Hanna
9,912
super chatted £5. The matches were fine, it was everything in between, it just didn't feel like WrestleMania. Let's hope night 2 is better.
Exactly. I couldn't say it any better there, Jason. Big up to you, always putting in the super chats, always supporting the watch-alongs. That's it. That's literally, I think, what everyone has been saying coming out of last night's show is this isn't the WrestleMania that I used to know. This doesn't feel like WrestleMania. That's not to say that it can't be like this, or it's not to say that it has to go back. Things change, things evolve, and I suppose to some genuinely don't know any different. This is what WrestleMania feels like. This is what pro wrestling feels like, right? This is the TKO version of WWE, and if that's all you know, then you'd go, oh, it's great. And in some aspects, certainly, this version of WWE is obviously a lot better than Vince McMahon's version, and there are a lot of problems with Vince McMahon's version. But there is this feeling of maybe the sort of I don't know if spectacle is the right word. Maybe, does this sound a bit silly? I mean, this is when people laugh at wrestling fans, but maybe a bit of the magic. You know, maybe that bit of that old pro wrestling stadium show magic that you don't see these all the time, and they always look unique, and there's a certain formula and rhythm to them that's different from an arena show, and certainly different from a TV show that you see every week on Monday or Friday. And now there's no really way to differentiate. What is a WrestleMania could very easily be a Raw. What is a Raw could very easily be a SummerSlam. What is a WrestleMania could very easily be a Money in the Bank. What is a WrestleMania could very easily be a Backlash, depending on the location. So I think it's kind of that. I think it's sort of everything. It's sort of blended into one, and that isn't supposed. I think what WrestleMania is meant to be, and then it just feels like a giant vehicle to sell products. Advertisements. It's I mentioned last night. It's like watching QVC. It's like watching an advertisement channel, and it just happens that some wrestling might break out in between all of that. Because what was it last night? There were 3 or 4 matches that went under 10 minutes. At WrestleMania, I think the Women's World Championship went, was it 7 minutes, 9 minutes, something like that. The winner of the Royal Rumble versus the champion, the world champion of the women's division on Raw, can't even go 10 minutes. No, it's just, but you got to get those time in for the ads. It's just madness, absolute madness. So tonight, I hope is going to be better. There is stuff I am looking forward to this evening. Of course, a lot of people really excited and interested about the main event. See where they go from there. Does Punk win? Does Roman win? If Roman wins, does Roman then win and disappear? Which he probably would do, right? What does that mean for Punk? A lot of people excited to see Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, because is this going to be the sort of breakout moment for Oba Femi? Because the entire feud's been like that. It's probably been my favorite thing in this build to this WrestleMania weekend, which it's not a very high bar, but there is something. It's not as everything that's all bad, because it's not. That's it. And this was my point last night as well. My other point that I think kind of gets lost in all of the sort of criticism and the pros and cons of TKO's version of WWE. It's not that like it's all bad, because it's not. It's really, really not. There are a lot of aspects where it is much, much better than Vince McMahon's WWE. But there are also aspects of this that are just, again, awful. And how can you sit through a sort of 4-hour pro wrestling event, call it a premium live event, and there's maybe like an hour and 20 minutes in-ring action, and the rest is all adverts? That's insane. and even the sort of, the spectacle has been replaced by adverts, which is, again, is insane. But or it's just the evolution of pro wrestling, right? I don't know. I remember for the longest time, or there certainly was a lot of discussion in sort of the late 2000s, when UFC was really, really starting to do massive, massive numbers. Ironically enough, with like Brock Lesnar as a headliner in the heavyweight division. But during that time where UFC was starting to do massive, massive pay-per-view numbers, there was a lot of suggestion that WWE, they could learn a thing or two from UFC. They could learn a thing or two from UFC and how they operate and their presentation. Take that presentation and put it to pro wrestling, make it feel real, and that's how you fix WWE at the time. And a lot of people kept saying that's what you should do, and that's effectively what has happened. In in real life is this has become the UFC version of WWE, which is, you get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. You also get a lot of the way that they produce a show. They put together a WrestleMania. Isn't obviously going to be the same as a pro wrestling company, is it? So. Yes, it's been a 24 hours of debate about what this version of WWE is, really, hasn't it? But hopefully this evening we can get something exciting, indeed. Floki says, what platform are you watching it on? Netflix. We haven't had any of the issues, touch wood, haven't had any of the issues that we had last night. Last night, going into the show, it was a whole thing, wasn't it? Like the stream disappeared and then it came back, and wondering if Netflix had shit the bed of all days, WrestleMania. Maybe it would have been doing us a favour. I'm not sure. We got nearly 60 people watching, which is fantastic. If you haven't already, click the like button. And also be sure to subscribe, as we're, 26 away from 28,500. As we are, according to my stream here, 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from WrestleMania Sunday. WrestleMania 42 Sunday. Going live on the air. Other matches that are going to be taking place this evening. Of course, we've got the Women's Championship, which is Jade Cargill defending against Rhea Ripley. We've got the United States Championship, which is Sami Zayn defending against Trick Williams. We've got the Intercontinental title ladder match, which is going to be one of the two matches that's opening the show on ESPN. The show's going to be opened by Oba Femi versus Brock, and then it's going to be the IC title ladder match, and then the rest of the shows are on that ESPN Unlimited. And we've also got Finn Balor, or should I say the Demon, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. And then, of course, the main event, which is CM Punk defending against Roman Reigns. So, interesting matches, exciting matches. But it wasn't necessarily the matches that were the problem last night. It's creative, isn't it? That's what it always is. It's always creative. And I had hoped, maybe I will be proved wrong here, but I thought, as much as I was talking about the set last night and how I think the set this year is really, really poor, and they've put like zero effort into it, I thought, well, they've done a whole thing this year where both nights have got a very different theme, right? Last night, WrestleMania Saturday had a very apocalyptic Las Vegas kind of theme, and the set kind of reflected that in the LED. So I thought, oh, so tonight will be this kind of cyberpunk, neon blue kind of thing. But when looking at the countdown show, it doesn't look like that. They had last night's graphics, so maybe they've not even put in the effort for that either as well. I really don't know. I don't know. But here we go. Turn up my volume. Once again, if you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe. And as always, if Monster is watching, one day, hopefully. There is Las Vegas, Nevada. Allegiant Stadium, which, as I mentioned, is a lovely facility. Uh-oh, Fleck is in the chat. He says, I'm watching. Yeah, man, you've got to wake up in the morning. This is getting late for Fleck. 11 p.m. You kidding me? There's Trick Willie with Lil Yachty. I'm very well versed in Lil Yachty's music. There's Rhea Ripley. Fleck says, amazing stadium. Watch United unable to beat Dortmund there. Well, a long time ago, Fleck, yeah. Now we swing games. Top 3. Only need 6 points or something like that. There's CM Punk. Pepsi Phil arriving at Allegiant Stadium. It's no longer going to be in dispute. Main evented WrestleMania Saturday last year. WrestleMania Sunday this year. Main evented both nights. He is officially a WrestleMania main eventer. Oh, no, they're going to remind us what happened last night, are they? Yeah. I don't know if I want to be reminded of last night, to be honest with you. I mean, even with the Cena stuff, it was like, cool, like Cena was there, and I guess, new chapter, he's not an in-ring performer anymore, and he's there in the suit, but they literally did nothing with him, did they? He just opened the show, hello, and then came out later on, when this is the alleged attendance, and then Bianca Belair's like, I'm pregnant. And it was cool, but that was about it. And then, yeah, with everything else, it was just poor creative. Fleck says, why was it rubbish yesterday? Crap matches. Like I said earlier on, the general consensus is yesterday wasn't for everyone, just because yesterday felt like a real prime example of everything that's kind of wrong with current modern WWE, TKO WWE. It no longer feels like WrestleMania. It is just like a giant advert. So there was some ridiculous stat going around last night. I think the show was a 4-hour show. The actual match time was about an hour and 20 minutes. There were 12 minutes less adverts than that. So in terms of in-ring time and advert time, it was literally neck and neck. Because they just played adverts all last night. So, yeah. Which they'll do tonight as well. We're 10 likes away from 50 likes. So if you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe. as we see this cold open for WrestleMania 42 Sunday.
Yeah! At Jason Hanna 9,912 super chatted £5. Owen of topic, but how was Martinez a red card and Gabriel not for heat butting Holland?
Don't get me started, Jason. I put it on Twitter, and it's just one's violent conduct, one isn't. Well, here comes John Cena again. I wonder if he's going to do something different this evening. I wonder if he's got a different suit. He's back out in the suit. He says, I can host night 2. What's fun as well, he seems really awkward, Cena. He doesn't really know what to do. Now that he doesn't have the shorts and the armbands and the headbands and all that stuff, he sort of walks out in his suit. He realizes that, look, I can't run this in a suit, but he's also like, walking's taking ages. So he does this sort of half speed walk, like he's in the Olympics. He's doing that sort of speed walk thing. He can't do this anymore. You know, when he does that, he can't do that anymore because the suit's too tight. His back's too tight in that suit and the shirt. So it's very awkward. But he's setting his watch. Maybe he's doing a bit of a time check as well. They're a little bit higher. They got a little bit higher this time. Wasn't fully like there, but it was kind of there. It was better. Got to learn. He's adjusting. He's not used to this. Wearing a suit in a wrestling ring. And don't say that pro wrestling isn't amazing. Look, they're opening a show. TKO's WWE are opening the show with a floating microphone. Okay, that's magic. We've already made history, apparently. For the first time in history. WrestleMania is live on ESPN. Crowd boos. We don't want to be live on ESPN. We got to start with something big. Welcome to WrestleMania. What? LED screens? Well, this is what I was saying before, you know, about the they're changing the graphics. Whoa, guys! It went from the graphics from yesterday to the graphics today. Just like I did. just like I did. You know? Right, here we go. This is the match that a lot of people are excited for. This is the match that's been built the best towards WrestleMania. It is time for the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. It is the ruler versus the beast. It is Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Oba's rocking the red gear. Get ready to do the strut. You gotta do the strut in the chat. I don't know how you can do that in the chat, but you gotta do it somehow like that. That's what it is. They're all going like it. They're all doing it. He hasn't even started doing it yet. There he is. There he is. That's what you gotta do. That's exactly, actually, ironically enough, whenever I finish these late night streams, that's exactly how I go towards the fridge. I go, well, that starts Monday. That's what I start doing. Now, what I'm actually hoping for here, is for Oba Femi just to squash Brock. I want to just squash Brock Lesnar. Go full Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 28. 11 seconds. Squash him. That's what it should be. Flex says, never heard of this guy. I like him. Yes. Former NXT champion, former North American champion. He will be a world champion. No doubt about that. And then, importantly, he's got a strong entrance. He's got aura. Got size, got power. That's why he's the ruler. See, already that's advert number 1. Because this wider stadium shot now is because they're doing an advert. So, honestly, they're obsessed. We got over 1,000. Imagine we got over 100 people watching. We're at 50 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe. Yes, here we go. Here comes the beast. That's what she said. Definitely not. Anyway, here comes Brock Lesnar. Flanked, of course, by his advocate, Paul Heyman. Brock and Paul are back together for what could be a retirement run. We forget, this could be Brock Lesnar's final WrestleMania. If reports are true that he's going to retire in the summer at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, his hometown. Yeah, but yes, for the first time since 2023. Ironically enough, his last opponent at WrestleMania was Amos, who is from Nigeria. And his latest WrestleMania opponent is Oba Femi from Nigeria. I need Amos to come out, get some revenge. Yeah, Paul Heyman's still going. Flex, yeah. He said the other day he was on Raw and he said he was the last manager standing of the 80s and then he was last promoter standing from the 90s, which is true. Outlasted all the managers from the 80s. Outlasted all the promoters from the 90s, including Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff. He is circling the ring. Circling his prey. Like a shark. Yeah, and as Hader says there in the chat, who we got winning this one? I think it should be Oba Femi. Something worries me and says it might be Brock. Because Oba Femi's been put over so strong in the build-up to this. Which almost worries me, but it should be Oba Femi squashes him, like I said. But there is also something in me that goes, maybe they want to keep Brock strong to face Gunther at SummerSlam. And they go, look, he's been put over anyway because he's working with Brock and Brock's, done bumps for him during the build and he's put him over that way, which is bullshit. The real ruler of WrestleMania. I mean, these are two giant men. These are two giant men. His first WrestleMania. Woo-hoo. All right, here we go. I mean, how long does this one even last? I mean, this one can. I mean, last night we had a lot of matches not even go 10 minutes. This one probably shouldn't go 10 minutes. I don't know how long this one goes. Anything could happen here. Bell rings. We are underway. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. And I tell you what, nobody's moving. It's just literally irresistible force being a movable object. Chad Patton's in there with his turkey hairline. Look at that. Test of strength and nobody budged. Another collar and elbow tie-up. There's one step forward. Another step forward for Brock. Oba Femi maybe going into the corner. No. Femi just pushes Lesnar back. Oh, there you go. Double leg. Look at that. Brock. Shoulder tackle. Okay, shoulders into the... No, Femi just... Oh! He just shoved Brock Lesnar on his ass. Whoa, Brock's went for a clothesline. He didn't budge. Oh, my God. He laid it in as well. He didn't move. Again. Oh, down goes Brock. Whew. I tell you what, this is what I'm... But all of this is what makes me nervous, because I'm like... He's putting Oba Femi over so strong that maybe Brock's still going to win. Lesnar looks pissed. He is out of sorts. Michael Cole, that's exactly right. I know exactly, General M. Bison. I'm working on the next media rights. Will surprise a lot of people. Netflix lose the WWE rights to me. Owen WrestleNews365. One day... It's more, to be honest, the reason I do it more is just so people can kind of half sync up. Oof! Brock just hangs Oba Femi up over the middle rope. Uh-oh, what the hell is this? Brock, oh, into the ring post, spine first. Oof. Saw Rick Rubin there in the front row. Oof. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jason. This is WrestleMania. This feels like WrestleMania. Big time match. First time ever. Something different. Something big. German suplex. That's one. And Oba Femi, not only is he on the grandest stage of them all, he has just entered Suplex City, bitch. And there's another. That's two. Brock loves a straight knee. And there's a third. That's three. And look at Brock. And this is a classic Brock Lesnar match. You know, that's the rhythm, that's the pace, that's the tempo. We go initial flurry, then Brock cuts you off, then he does the suplexes, then it slows down. You got to take a load of punishment, take a few bumps. Whoa, what a reverse elbow to Brock. Femi got to go for, there you go, uppercut. Hits the opposite corner, and another. Is he going to go for a third? Uh-oh, fireman's carry, here we go. He's got him up. He's got him up. F5. There's the first. F5 to Oba Femi. Oh, no. Oh, no. I thought. Oh, he just grabbed him by the... Oh, my God. Choke slam. Oh, my God. Straight out of F5, just turned into a choke. I mean, this is crazy. This is going crazy. Oh. Oh. Powerbomb. 2, 3. And that's over. That's all she wrote. Just like that. Oba Femi has taken Brock Lesnar's best shot, stood straight back up, hit the fall from grace and the 1, 2, 3, and the ruler has just conquered the conqueror. Oh my. Now that is how you put someone over, and that is how you start WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania opener. That's what it should be. Spectacle, showcase, a sign of what's to come next. Oh. And also, the other part of it too is, I'm glad, hit your finish, and then 1, 2, 3. Good, that's what you want to see. Hit your finish, 1, 2, 3. And, you know, look at this. Straight back up, stands up, choke slams him. And then doesn't waste a lot of time. Fall from grace. Shoulders to the mat, 2, 3. Whew. Oba Femi gets a WrestleMania moment, a star-making moment. He is still undefeated since he's joined the main roster. Whew.
At United_Love.86 super chatted £2. Say what you want about Brock, he will put guys over.
If Brock Lesnar likes you and Brock Lesnar thinks it's good for business, then he will put you over. I remember it's the thing that Kurt Angle says about him. He says, if Brock Lesnar's willing to take bumps for you, then you're laughing because he's an unbelievable athlete. And clearly he knows that Oba Femi's money, and he knows that it's good for business for him to be put over. Especially if Brock's retiring in the summer, which is the expectation. As you say in the chat. And Oba Femi just takes his hat off to Lesnar. I mean, John Cena let it slip last year, didn't he? He said that creatively Brock's sunset is probably going to be SummerSlam, Minnesota, of course. It's where Brock's billed from, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he'll probably face Gunther, and Gunther will probably retire him. Probably how it will go. We got close to 150 people watching. We're at 66 likes. As if we can get 100 likes, that would be fantastic. So, yeah, if you haven't already, click the like button. And we're, what, 13? Yeah, 13 subscribers away from 28,500. And Michael Cole's just called Oba Femi the next big thing. And indeed he is. And the question is, what next for Brock? They're purposely yep, this looks like a guy that's already competing in his final WrestleMania match. Oh, he's taking off the gloves. He's taking off the gloves. Oh, he's going to take off the boots. Is this it? Or are we going to get some kind of Gunther interruption here? Surely we get a Gunther interruption. Remember, Paul Heyman owes Gunther a favor. He owes him a favor. Is Brock going to cry? You going to cry? Oh, he's laughing. This is where the favor's going to come in. This is where the favor's got to come in. This will be the favor. The favor that, see, Michael Cole's selling it as well. I need to hear the durnin. We need to durnin. I'm waiting for that Gunther. Maybe not. Maybe he's legitimately done. Wow. Waving to the crowd. Hands up in the air. If Oba beats me, I'm done. Crowd chants, thank you, Brock. And they hug in the ring. Imagine Paul Heyman. He drops him with an F5. Where's Gunther? Where's Gunther? Come on, this is going on too long at this point. This is going on too long. He's not done just yet. Turn on him again, Paul. Turn on him again. Brock Lesnar waves goodbye. Well, maybe the story really is going to be that, you know, they have to coax him out of retirement one final time for the match in Minneapolis. Because certainly, if Gunther is going to interrupt him, he's taking his sweet time. It's a big stadium, to be fair, maybe. So there you go. I mean, Brock Lesnar, unless there is going to be an interruption, Brock Lesnar, he's just kissed the canvas. He's taken off his gloves. He's taken off his boots. After being defeated by Oba Femi, he's embraced Paul Heyman, hugged him in the ring, waved goodbye to the Las Vegas crowd, and Brock Lesnar looks like a man that's done. I mean, some thought that he'd be done possibly this summer at SummerSlam in Minnesota. Possibly he still could be. People thought about maybe the Gunther thing with Paul Heyman and the favor, but yeah, look at that shot. The gloves and the boots have been left in the ring. The crowd chants, "Thank you, Lesnar." Is this just a WrestleMania goodbye or a true goodbye? Back at SummerSlam, this is what, his third match back, fourth match back? Several times he says thank you. He says appreciate you guys. I mean, he doesn't. It's not the body language or the character of Brock Lesnar that you've come to expect. And Brock Lesnar leaves with Paul Heyman, with no boots, with no gloves. Brock Lesnar waves goodbye and goes off into the sunset. And the only shot we have now is of the gloves and the boots in the ring as we fade to black. So there you go. Not only have we opened this show with Oba Femi beating Brock Lesnar in actually a very entertaining and enjoyable match. Didn't go very long. Shouldn't have gone very long as well. But after that, Brock Lesnar takes off his boots, takes off his gloves, and seemingly retires. Brock Lesnar is done. Brock Lesnar is no longer a WWE active in-ring superstar. We've just had John Cena retire. We've had AJ Styles retire. And now maybe Brock Lesnar set to, well, not set to, retiring as well. Now, there had been, you know, rumors and rumblings about him possibly retiring at SummerSlam. Obviously, that taking place in Minnesota. Brock Lesnar's where he's billed from. Not necessarily hometown because he was born in Webster, South Dakota, and he lives in Canada. But you get my point. You get my point. But maybe he's legitimately done, or the angle is just going to be the favor is, you know, you've got to get him out of retirement for one more match against me, against Gunther at SummerSlam. That's your one final favor. Maybe that's the game plan there. But also, it's a case of that's why they all wanted to have the show open up with Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Not only, of course, because of because Brock Lesnar's legitimate crossover sports appeal, and also because they want to put Oba Femi over huge, but also because that's a big moment. That's a newsworthy, noteworthy moment, and they want people to be talking about this show, don't they? So. Yes, unfortunately, it would appear we are going to once again have to deal with watching the Hulk Hogan documentary for like the 10 millionth time. I mean, oh my goodness me! Just Does someone say in the chat, I'd appreciate if they stopped interrupting us watching this Hulk Hogan documentary of these WrestleMania matches? Exactly. I totally agree. It's annoying, isn't it? It's frustrating. I'm trying to watch a Hulk Hogan documentary here. This is... Do they not understand? Just, very stupid, very stupid. Yeah, that is funny. Interrupting the it's like that's what we said yesterday, didn't we? What is getting quite frustrating with this whole weekend in general is that when a wrestling match breaks out during my advertisement watch along, I get pretty pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. I've come here to watch some good adverts, to find some good products. I've already got several cases of Wheatley American vodka on the way because that's the stuff that Cody Rhodes has, so that's right. What else the WWE? I was thinking about getting some kind of snack, and then I saw in the unsanctioned match they got our table, and I went, duh, Slim Jim. Need to get a Slim Jim. What was I thinking about? So I get that. This is how I do my shopping. Actually, I just watch WWE. I don't really watch it for the matches or the stories anymore. I just watch it for the products mainly. That's how I know what I need to buy for the sort of the week ahead. Really, yeah. Honestly, it's just, what is, I suppose, somewhat gratifying. When, and this is why things like this, watch-alongs like this, are good because they make you realize that you're not going insane. You're not completely losing your mind because like we've all been there when you're watching a show back, at home by yourself, and you might be sitting there going, "It feels like there's a lot of adverts." You know what I mean? There feels like there's a few adverts, a few too many adverts going on here. But then when you're watching a show with a community like this, or watching it and you can go on social media and you see everyone saying the same thing, going, what the fuck are these adverts, man? These adverts are bullshit. It's WrestleMania, and I'm seeing all of these different products and all of these different... the fact that you have to hear the Netflix elevator music during WrestleMania is just... It feels categorically like... blasphemous. It's just it feels just wrong, beyond wrong. My word. Where are we at in terms of likes? We are 17 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe, as we are just 10 subscribers away from 28,500. And just like that, just on time, we've got another advert now, because of course. Exactly, Ash. What's with these wrestling matches interrupting my commercials? That's what I spend my evenings doing. I go, right, let's put the TV on. I do it all the time, actually, to be fair. When I go to the cinema, I sit there, I go in, and I go, right, this is what I paid for. I watch the previews, the commercials, the films that are coming out soon, and then the film starts, and I go, right, time for me to leave. I don't want a film to break out. Can't be doing that. Ugh. We got Dragon Lee and JD McDonough and Rusev. They didn't even get an entrance. Oh, God. That is rough, isn't it? I mean, you made WrestleMania, but you're not getting an entrance. You didn't get... How pissed... This is how ridiculous this is getting. Yeah, this is how ridiculous the ads are getting, right? How pissed would you be that... God bless Rey Mysterio. Still coming up, popping up onto the stage at his age. But why didn't you get an entrance at WrestleMania? Well, they had to show the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix during the ad break. What? So they could have just stayed at the stadium and you had an entrance, and that would have been better than watching an advert that no one cares about. No, we've got to really push Snickers. We've got to push Snickers, and we've got to show those. You remember when Hulk Hogan was in the NWO? Exactly. So JD McDonough, Dragon Lee. Sorry, pal. Maybe next year. Good grief. But Rey Mysterio is making his entrance for this Intercontinental Championship ladder match. And yes, General M. Bison, you are right. It does look to be Deadpool gear, doesn't it? Rey Mysterio, he's got a history of doing the comic book or film-inspired gears at WrestleMania. I mean, what's he done? The Flash. He's done Daredevil. He's done Captain America. He's done Avatar. He's done the Joker from The Dark Knight. He's also done Joaquin Phoenix Joker, but that was at Survivor Series. Who else has he done at WrestleMania? I said Captain America, didn't I? At Mysterio doing Mysterio. He did that. He's done loads. I mean, because that's why he's a genius, Rey Mysterio. He realizes the power of merchandise. He sells masks. He sells action figures. As Javon Evans makes his entrance. That's true, Matty Millen. We got so distracted by everything that happened after the match. Oh, get your star ratings in for the Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi match. We didn't talk about it because we all got a bit distracted. I'd probably give it a 3.75 maybe. I don't know if I can give it a 4 just because it wasn't that long, and I think it maybe could have gone a bit longer. So that's why I'm going. But I did enjoy it, and I think it did deliver. You know what I mean? It didn't under-deliver my expectations for it. Oh, smooth operator. Cero Miedo. I mean, what a fantastic transition for Penta. You know, from AEW to WWE. He's been a real success story, hasn't he? Got his mask nearly came off. Whereas his brother, Rey Fenix, maybe not so much. This entrance. But to be fair, it's not as if Penta was only known for being a tag team guy with his brother, because I remember Penta doing amazing stuff in like 2016. You know, doing the crazy stuff in Mexico as a singles, the amazing stuff in Lucha Underground as well. So, you know, there's the shot of him. You know, when he's won the mask versus mask match, and his mask is basically hanging off, and there's blood everywhere. Such an amazing shot. So, I think there's more money with Penta as a singles talent anyway. But Penta making the long walk. Oh, it's a Mortal Kombat 2 thing. That's an advert. That's still an advert. The outfit is an advert for a Mortal Kombat 2 thing. Yeah. Yeah, what's everyone's predictions for this? Who do I think? If it's a title change, I think it's Javon Evans. Or Jaden McDonough went after Javon. If it's a title change, it's Javon. But I feel like Penta might win and retain. There's a crossbody by Penta. Takes out Rusev. We're 9 likes away, by the way, from 100 likes. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Oof. Dragon Lee. Oh, drop kick to the balls by Rey. And a pair of boots by Penta and a pair of boots by Dragon Lee. We got some crazy mask designs going on in that ring. A lot of contact lenses going on there as well. Oh, it looks like they were maybe planning something with Rey Mysterio, but Rusev just throws Rey Mysterio into the steel steps. What was it? Well, Dragon Lee just got flipped around, and then they decided that they were going to team up. Oh, Rusev using the ladder as a weapon. And that is a big ladder which is wedged between the... Your fart? Your fart? Michael Cole. Michael Cole just said, this is your fart. I mean, it's so childish, but that is funny. This is your... Oh my God, Javon Evans. That was your fart, Michael. That was your fart, Marcelo. But lucky for Michael Cole. Oh my goodness me. Whoa. Hurricane Rana by Dragon Lee onto Javon Evans onto JD McDonough. So you've got Deadpool Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee. Oh, big boot right to Rey Mysterio's head. Dragon Lee hits the ropes. Rey Mysterio. I went for a Hurricane Rana. Caught. Styles clash. Styles clash. Hurricane Rana sends Dragon Lee into the middle rope. Here we go. 619. Ducks. Super kick right off the chin of the Hall of Famer. Looked like Dragon Lee was going for the Styles clash, of course. Dragon Lee, the final tag team partner of AJ Styles. I wonder if AJ Styles taught him about avoiding ladders being thrown at you like a long dart by Rusev. Rusev just right to the ribs of Javon Evans. Allegedly into the face of Rey Mysterio. Sports entertainment, still real to me, damn it. And JD McDonough just came flying in and just kicked Rusev in the chest, slapped to the face. I tell you what, they were pretty stiff shots there. JD McDonough, oh my word. Big back body drop, but JD McDonough really did not land on that ladder nicely. Whew. Crowd chanting for Rusev Day. Look at that shot. Now Penta looking to keep his championship. Penta, as you see the Intercontinental Championship hanging from above. Oh, and a sling blade by Penta. Javon Evans just... before he went for the climb. Oh, super kick by Penta. Maybe a pair of boots. No, McDonough just pushes Penta off the top. Now what? McDonough was making the climb. Oh, he's got his hand on it. He got his hand on it. That title just hanging there in the balance. No. Oh, my word. Oh, my... that. Well, I don't know what happened because the camera just missed it. The camera missed most of it. I know Javon Evans went to the outside. I don't know McDonough. Javon Evans. Oh my goodness me! A leaping clothesline off the top rope takes JD McDonough off the ladder. How on earth are you meant to keep up with this? As John Layfield would say, it's like a human demolition derby. Oh my goodness me. Ray, think of your knees for goodness sake. Oh, he had surgery 5 times in his left knee. Why is he going to do that? Well, Ray now... I mean, that ladder is literally like twice the size of him. Look at that. Now Mysterio's trying to line it up in the middle of the ring. Javon Evans just jumped over. He just jumped over Rey Mysterio. He jumped over a Hall of Famer. Mysterio. Oh, Penta super kick to Javon. Oh, and Rey's now just being hung up on the ladder. Super kicks just flying around all over the place. Oof. Suplex right into the ladder. Oh. Was that a drop kick or a pair of boots? Ray, I mean, think of your knees. Can you imagine? Rey Mysterio's like in his 50s, isn't he? He's hanging from a ladder by his knees. Or tell you what, Dragon Lee, he's got his hand on the belt. No, Rusev. Oh, look at that. Straight right hand. And just a Uranagi. Hey, Michael Cole just said it. I was literally just about to say, what a rapid pace in this one so far. Now what's Rusev thinking here? Because that ladder's not really totally under it, but he's doing the thing where the ladder's wedged up, or a bridge has been made from one corner to a ladder placed in sort of close to the middle of the ring. Oh, Uranagi. And Javon Evans is just hung upside down. His leg was contorted. Good grief. Oh, Rusev was trying to make the climb there. Oh, open hand chop. There's a super kick to the Bulgarian Brute and a kick by Mysterio. Rusev was nearly taken out of the ring. We're 5 likes away from 100 likes, by the way, guys. So if you haven't already, click that like button. Second match of the evening. First was Brock Lesnar against Oba Femi, and maybe Brock Lesnar is retired. Oh, there's a kick to the chest of Penta by Ray. Oh my God. What a spot that is. A seated senton from inside the ring to the outside. And he sent Rusev through the ladder. Rey Mysterio's doing those bumps at his age. Holy shit. Rey Mysterio. And just when you think you've seen it all, I don't think I've ever seen that from Rey Mysterio. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh. And Rusev, to be fair, he has to create a lot of movement there because the pace stops. Woof. That was a heck of a spot. Rey Mysterio going, you know what? I missed out on WrestleMania last year. Nearly missed out this year. I'm getting my WrestleMania effing moment. That's what I mean. That's what I'm doing. He won the world title at WrestleMania 20 years ago. 619 to Penta. Now Rey's climbing. He's climbing. Oof. Again, the fact that he's doing this at this level is ridiculous, Mysterio. This is the guy. He's like in the 90s. He's innovating. That's like 30 years ago. He's still at a high level. It's insane. Dragon Lee's reaching Mysterio. But I tell you what, with Mysterio this evening, it feels like he's out there trying to prove a bit of a point. He can still go. Mysterio. Oh, he was. Dragon Lee, no, kick to the face. Rey Mysterio. Caught. Styles clash, perhaps. Yep. Styles clash. Styles clash. He's gifted him the move. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. And now Jada McDonough's in. I mean, this is a case where who knows who's winning this one? It could be anyone. Wouldn't be shocked. This maybe looks a bit Spanish fly-like. A Spanish fly off the ladder. Oh. What a madness this match has been. What a start to the show this has been, by the way, as well. Look at that Spanish fly. Picture perfect. Off the ladder. Oh. As Jerry Lawler would say from the Wile E. Coyote camera. As the Intercontinental Championship still hangs in the balance. JD McDonough, he's got his hands on the belt. Penta. Now Penta's meeting JD McDonough up there. There's a chop. Big stiff forearm. Someone's going to take a very nasty landing. Uh-oh. Remember, that ladder's still there. This could be nasty. No. Oh, no. I think we might get a destroyer. I think we're going to get a destroyer. This looks a bit destroyer-like, folks. It does, doesn't it? This looks a bit destroyer-like. Not from there. Cero. Miedo. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness me. McDonough's head, his neck. Oh. Look at his head just go between the rungs. Oh, my word. Oh. Absolute insanity. Oh. Thank goodness. Well, his head is ginormous. Maybe it's just made it normal size. It's a bit like when Stewie Griffin, his head turned into a football. It used to be straight like that, and he bounced it off the ceiling. And it went like that. Javon Evans. Looks like he's about to climb. It's Rusev. It's Rusev. Oh, no. Javon's... He's removed the ladder. He's hanging there. Oh, he just dropped on his face there as well. Oh. Now what? Now what? Now Rusev. Maybe he's the last man standing. But he returned about a year ago, the Raw after WrestleMania. Look at that championship. It's now just swinging. I feel like they're shooting this a very specific way. Yeah, they are. Uh-oh. What's Javon Evans? Evans. What do you think? OG cut! Oh, good grief. I mean, fair play to Rusev, because I think actually he makes this happen. Javon Evans does a giant jump, but Rusev has to kind of jump and meet him. So I think Rusev actually makes this happen. Have a look at the replay. Yeah, he does. Rusev has to make sure that whole thing happens. Javon Evans looks incredible, but that is an entire cooperation there. Penta. Oh my God. Mexican Destroyer, and Evans, his head hit hard on the canvas there. Holy cow. What a ladder match. Now, can Penta actually make the climb? His knee, his ankle. Is this the moment? Is this the moment? Penta. And he pulls down the championship. And Penta is still on top of the world, as Michael Cole says. And what a ladder match. I mean, get your star ratings in for that. I mean, I'd give it 4.5 maybe. That was one hell of a ladder match. It really was. I have to give huge credit to every single person in that ladder match. I mean, think about the pressure. Think about the pressure. Think about how difficult the legacy of having ladder matches, Intercontinental title ladder matches at WrestleMania. That was ridiculous. And you had to follow Oba Femi and Brock retiring, and they still managed to put on a spectacle. They still managed to put on a show. Incredible. What a start. What a start to the show. Already this night absolutely shits all over last night. See what some guys are saying. Rid gives it 4. Jason 4.5. Marv 4.5. Jason still gives it a 4. Matty says 5 bloody stars. King gives it a 5. General Wilson gives it a 3.75. Floki says that's true. I need some advert. I tell you what I need after That match. I need some adverts. We've been clearly too spoilt. We need to have some adverts. I need some products, damn it. I need some products. I need to be told to, like, eat something. You know, or go to a specific, you know, restaurant. That's what I need right now. How am I supposed to enjoy this show otherwise? Otherwise, I'm just going to be watching a wrestling show. Can't be doing that. As we see, yes, Penta retrieve the title. Well, and this also, by the way, this was one of those results that earlier in the week, I won't say got leaked out, but it was like, this is what people think is going to happen, was Penta retaining. So it'll be interesting to see some of these other matches go that direction as well. That's very true as well, Ash. I don't know about you guys, but actually, we've had enough WrestleMania fun for a while. Can I have like 5 minutes worth of a Hulk Hogan documentary, please? Because that's what I need at the moment. That's the real WrestleMania, you know. And can I have like an unsanctioned view at it, which actually is very sanctioned? I need to have like an unsanctioned view of this documentary. Oh, we're getting a replay of something earlier on in the evening. As we see when Oba Femi defeated Brock. But arguably, the even bigger story was after the match. Takes off his boots. Takes off his gloves. And seemingly says goodbye. Not just to the people in Vegas, but also to the people watching this moment. Yes. And Brock walks away, says, I appreciate it. I still think we get Brock versus Gunther at SummerSlam. Gunther he needs the favor that Paul owes him. Look at that ladder. Although Michael Cole, he's got a pretty hoarse voice already, and I would say, Michael, if you've got a hoarse voice already, we've got a few hours to go, brother. And we've got Raw tomorrow. Which, by the way, I will be live for a Raw after WrestleMania watch-along and post-show too. So this is not the last stream of the weekend. We'll be doing it all again tomorrow. Not that I'm not sure if WWE kind of like deserves it. You know, some people will ask me, "Oh, why didn't you do a SmackDown, you know, WrestleMania Go Home episode of Raw?" Same with WrestleMania Go Home episode of SmackDown Watch Along. Same with the WrestleMania Go Home episode of Raw. And I was just kind of like, well, honestly, it'd be one thing if the product was really, really hot and you felt like you were going to really enjoy watching it and it was worth staying up late and kind of taking time off your next day, you would do it, but it's not that, is there? from WWE. So but we've got close to 150 people watching. Big up to everyone that did click the like button. We are over 100 likes, which is fantastic. Jason's right. I mean, we're just seeing a Mortal Kombat ad at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather just watch 4 minutes at a time of a Hulk Hogan documentary that's yet to come out. That's what I really want at the moment. You know. And actually, I'm kind of glad that they've got this ESPN portion of the show done with, because now I can actually get to what I really wanted to do tonight, which is watch some adverts and some films coming up. So that's Mortal Kombat 2. Can I get some like? Oh yeah, good. Yeah, good. I got some Hogan documentary clips here. Good. Are they also are these the Hogan documentary clips they showed last night? So I've already seen these same annoying, frustrating clips. Yep. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Because even if you showed me new clips, that could be perceived as even being slightly not annoying and actually maybe even slightly entertaining. So good. You're showing me the clips that I was annoyed with anyway, and I've already seen. So I'm doubly annoyed with them this evening. Yes. Good. That's what I wanted to see. Good. And then coming out of this 4-minute block of the Hogan clip, I'm assuming we'll probably have some elevator music with some clips of some wrestlers standing in the hallways going like this. Good. Yeah, and then when we come out of that, are we going to have probably a wide shot of the stadium while you say that WrestleMania is presented by Snickers? And yeah, good. That's why I need that as well. And then once you've done that advert, then are we going to go to, like, I don't know, in the crowd, the cone zone, which is some kind of ice cream integration, or the wipe down zone where it's dude wipes. It's the dude wipe integration in the crowd. These guys got their tickets upgraded by dude wipes. So not only now do they have a better view, but they've got also cleaner in the places they need to be clean. That's some kind of advert integration. And I go, right, up next, the demon. And actually, that's the other part I think I need to see. So I mentioned it in the chat. That's true. I also do need to see several celebrities there and need to know about their upcoming projects. I need to have that. I need that one in there too. And then only then, this is like, you know, the whole do your chores and you can watch your favorite TV series. And only then, once we've ticked off all those boxes, then you can have your stupid pro wrestling match. All right? And we'll get that out the way quickly. The match will go 7 minutes. We'll get in, we'll get out, done. That's it. You know, and actually, if you want it to go longer, I do need to have, you know, 2 to 3 celebrities in there as well. You know, how famous do they need to be? It can vary. It depends. Depends what we're looking for. In an ideal world, we do need to have some kind of. I mean, it's not going a million miles away from, you know. I remember when was it? It wasn't this year. It was a year ago. I think it was a year ago or so. Kenny Omega did an interview, and he said something like, "I worry that the main event of WrestleMania one day is going to become." Logan Paul versus Mr. Beast, and naturally, as is always the case on social media, tribalism reared its head, and people got very angry and upset. But to his credit, we're like, again, a year, 18 months removed from those quotes, and we are not a million miles away from it already. You know, to be fair, if Logan Paul ever ends up in a WrestleMania main event, he has committed to the profession. So you'd go, well, maybe he's more deserving than some others. But we saw it last night. We saw a celebrity being involved in the main event of WrestleMania just because he's a client of the CEO of the parent company. And the angle was so bad that they had to kind of fix it during the WrestleMania main event. How mad is that as well? Yeah, this angle sucks. We've got to fix it. Pat, you're out of here. Oh, and you're going to come back out as a ref and it's not going to make any sense. Go with it. All right. And look like Sylvester Stallone out there, damn it. You're going to be the next Rambo or the next Rocky. Okay. Cool. Yes, very, very strange. Very, very strange. But tonight so far, I've enjoyed the opening 2 matches. Hopefully we're going to get some kind of... I mean, this is even better now. To be fair, this is even better. We're getting a blank screen with adverts playing in the background. That's what I really want too. You know, it's one thing to get ads. I just want the noise of ads. That's all I want. I just want a black screen with ad noise. There you go, better. But yes, we've started with the Brock Lesnar Oba Femi match, the Intercontinental title ladder match. And now we're, of course, waiting to see what comes next. What did I tell you guys? Adverts don't end once we come back. No. We come back from the Netflix ads and we go back into another ad. That told you we have to get an ad. So you see when Randy Orton hit the RKO on Cody Rhodes. That's when Pat McAfee came down, ran down and would have been legal. Pat McAfee does a slow count because, of course. Exactly. Make sure to order some root beer. Yeah. Someone may be thinking about that.
At Armin or Marcel's lawyer super chatted £2. Owen, is there a red carpet show tomorrow on UV?
There should be. There should be. The reason there haven't been some recently is because we've been playing a lot on Mondays, and it feels like they keep falling on like bank holidays or holidays or match days or something like that. So there should be. Whether I will be on it, I think I'll probably be on it because I'll be waking up anyway because I'm gonna have to be up late again for Raw. So to answer your question, yes, I think there will be. There should be. But if anything changes, you never know. So make sure you've got notifications switched on. Exactly, General M. Bison. We've got so many of these Monday games going on. It's crazy. Oh, we're getting Club WWE. Come on, we're getting another ad. Come, get another one in. Tick that one off. Got to make sure you get these more adverts in, even if they're for, WWE advertising something for themselves. Got to make sure they get that done. Oh, now we've got to actually have a Club Video WWE advert, obviously. A Club WWE video. Keep it going. Yeah, King of the Indies. Keep the counter going. It's not over just yet. I mean, I tell you what, if you were a real, gambling fiend, this would be like ecstasy, wouldn't it? You'd be going, I bet they'll go for another one after this. I bet they'll go for another ad. Like, here's a $5. And you go, and then as they're talking, you're going, oh, will this be an ad? Will this be an ad? JOP, he's Rick Rubin, he's there. Now, if they say something about like a Netflix show, that counts as an ad. That counts as an ad. There's Daniel Cormier. There's Joe Jonas. Exactly, King of the Indies. An ad into an ad. Well, it looks like coming up next, well, I don't actually know if it's coming up next or they might just be running through the card. But yes, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, or should I say Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, is now a street fight, by the way. Exactly, it is adception. As we're over 150 people watching, which is fantastic. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe if you're new. We got to over 28,500. Big up to everyone that has subscribed. As we're seeing the moving graphic for the main event, which is for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And I tell you what, that match between Punk and Roman Reigns is only 1 million advertisements away. So, not long. Just got to get through these sort of, maybe 10 million, excuse me. Well, United States Championship is on the line next. And as you guys would have seen, by the way, with Super Chats will be read out as well. Now, this has the feeling of a double turn, doesn't it? There's been rumors and reports that they might, fully cement the double turn tonight. Sami Zayn, he's doing the whole "what you booing me for?" Trick Williams is being Trick Williams, and he's getting cheered, but he's still presented as the heel at this point. But the switch is happening. The switch is happening, and it needs to. But I think that means that surely Trick Williams gets his big WrestleMania moment. And I want to have Booker T be part of Trick's entrance as well. We need to have the Booker T remix of it. Not only should it be Lil Yachty coming out of him, it should also be Booker T has to be, it's his first WrestleMania, he needs to have the big Booker T backing vocals. But Sami Zayn is in the ring. He's ready. As we one like away from 120. Well, we actually hit 120 likes. Big up to everyone that clicked the like button. Sami Zayn's posing with his title. The United States Championship. Wonder if Trick Willie, with his lemon pepper steppers, will get a WrestleMania entrance. Of course he will. Surely. He has to. He has to. It's Lil Yachty. And the stadium goes mild. I mean, you have to be very, very careful being a celebrity at WrestleMania nowadays. It's dangerous. If you're a celebrity involved in WrestleMania, you can be an endangered species. Yeah, people don't like it. For the thousands of in attendance in Las Vegas, and the millions watching at home. The anointed one, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper. It's Trick Willie! Well, at least we've got the Lil Yachty doing the Booker T lines. There he is. KG's least favorite wrestler. Has nothing to do with the fact that he's engaged a Lash legend. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever to do with that. Is presented by Nox Hydration. Well, that's another ad. Thank you very much. Come on, we nearly got through 5 minutes without one there. Come on. Whoop, that trick keeps playing. What the hell is that? How long is this jacket? How long is this jacket? What the hell? This jacket's never ending. Look, it's like a... It's like a magician doing a trick from his sleeve. It's the size of the entire stage. Look. It's still going. What the hell? It does look like that, doesn't it? You always want to say to him, you want to go... You want to say like, hey, Trick, man, you got some, I think you've got some... You got some toilet paper stuck on your foot. Go, no, that's my coat, that's my jacket. It is? Oh, yeah, it is. I thought it was a bit gross. Oh, it came off. It came off. Because he's still got the jacket on. He's getting in the ring. But there is Trick Willie. And maybe your next United States champion. That is the question. Whoop that trick indeed. Yeah, no doubt, King Ninja. I bet it was heavy. It would have to be. Whoop that trick. There we go. Bell rings. We're underway. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams just trading right hands. Irish whip. Ducks the clothesline. As a clothesline by Sami Zayn takes down Trick Williams. And look at that. The crowd enjoying booing Sami Zayn, aren't they? Look at these right hands by Sami Zayn. Oh, and a big chop by Zayn. Irish whip. Floats over. Clothesline. And Sami Zayn sends Trick Williams over the top rope to the outside. Here we go. Maybe going to go for a dive. Oh, and a big clothesline by Trick. There's another one. Look at that big side kick. Spin, miss. Blue Thunder Bomb manages to counter that. Oh, and just a back. Oh, it's a Trick slap. And there was a neck breaker into a kip up. Now Trick maybe going to go for that sort of float over throw. Wasn't maybe the best look that Uranagi looked a bit weird. Was it Uranagi / a bookend? Trick maybe thinking trick shot. Oh, big boot. Here you go, Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2. Oh, and Trick kicks out. Now, I think Michael Cole is correct there. I do think he was going for that trick shot knee. But it did not work out. Now look at Sami, just he stomps right to the head. Referee Jason Ayres telling Sami Zayn to back away. Lil Yachty trying to console Trick. And now look at these stomps right to the head. Yeah, this feels very double turn. Watch out. Oh, Sami Zayn attacks Lil Yachty. I told you, if you're a celebrity, it's dangerous. You can be an endangered species. Celebrities at WrestleMania. Oh, wow, look at that. Just threw Lil Yachty into the barricade. I mean, Sami Zayn is a heel at this point. This is. I mean, if you just tuning into this as like a casual fan, you would think Sami's a heel. The crowd are booing him. He looks like a heel. So, even if he hasn't officially turned yet, he's a heel in this situation, and Trick is the babyface. The only thing I would say is maybe this actually makes it more likely for Sami to win, because if they are going to turn Trick, you actually turn him into a babyface by losing, and Sami goes too far, kind of thing. Maybe. Oh, Brainbuster, that was nasty. The referee had to check on him right away, and because he immediately Trick went to the side of his head like that. Like, he was worried for a second there. And again, you're not much of a babyface, are you, if you're hitting a brainbuster on the apron? Now, this is very much a double turn. Crowd are chanting, whoop that Trick. Oh, hello, we're going to get a... Oh, haluva kick. Well, Michael Cole, sell it a little bit. It was a haluva kick. I mean, drive him with a boot. Michael Cole just undersold that haluva kick. Like how? And he drives him into the barricade with a boot there. It's his finish. That's his finish. 5, 6, 7. Look at it. Clearly the announcers have just been told, you know, sell it, put some hype on it. Oh, good grief, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. They were just like not calling the match for a second. And now look, Sami Zayn. He's trying to get an advantage while the referee's checking on the opponent. Here we go. We're going to get a haluva kick. Oh, it's Lil Yachty again. Lil Yachty just hung him up. Oh, look at that. Kick. 2. Oh, he kicks out. Crowd wanted it, but they didn't get it. Tricks, I think he's thinking trick shot. This might be the moment. Oof, nearly hit the referee. Rolls him up. 2. Oh, nearly. Exploder suplex into the corner. I mean, to be fair, this match has been all right as well. It's been good. And the crowd love Trick Williams, so they're into it. Oh, trick shot! Out of nowhere. 2, 3. Trick Williams is the United States champion. He wins the United States title. Get your star ratings in. Trick Willie is now the new United States champion. Whew. I'd give that match like a 3 star? 3 star? 3.25, something like that. I think it worked really well. Crowd loved Trick Williams. So far, 3 very, very good matches. 3 enjoyable matches. Crowd are happy. Got a 3.5, 3.2. What a kick. Slick gives it a 3. Ash gives it a 2. Maybe he's saying it could have been a bit longer. That's probably fair. Although I do think this is one of those matches that doesn't need to go super, super long. This is more about the moment. It's about the moment for Trick. But there you go. United States Championship being held above. Pyro going off. And WWE trying to clearly highlight a lot of the new and next, of WWE. Whether it's Oba Femi, sort of the new monster. Whether it's even in the Intercontinental Championship, Penta's a new signing. Trick Williams, of course. NXT project. This is very much a WWE, I think, trying to showcase their future, if you will. And Lil Yachty. The question is, how long will he hang around for, Lil Yachty? As crowd continues to chant, whoop that trick. As we are, 17 likes away from 150 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button. And be sure to subscribe. A reminder, we will be live straight after this as well. With the post-show. And we'll be immediately reacting to and breaking down whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion. We're discussing the matches that have already happened. Your Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. IC title ladder match, that new US champion and Trick Williams. We'll obviously we'll be having the real important and deep and meaningful discussions. Not on things like ring psychology and creative. We're going to be talking about what was your favorite advert for the night, obviously. How many products did you purchase during the show? Which different locations are you now going to because WWE told you to go? Which action figures are you purchasing? Which films are you going to go watch? But it really has. I mean, 3 matches in last night, we had that 6-man tag, McIntyre versus Fatu, and the women's tag title. And not that any of those matches were bad, but compare that to Brock versus Oba, the IC title ladder match, and that US title match. It feels like it feels like last night was like a really, like, if they didn't call that WrestleMania, let's say they called that something different. You know, on Sunday it's WrestleMania. On Sunday it's WrestleMania. Saturday it's, even if they went like, oh, we're gonna call it Starrcade. You know, we're gonna take WCW's one. Saturday's Starrcade and Sunday's WrestleMania. Then maybe that would help it feel a little bit different. Because so far this evening, this feels a bit like a WrestleMania. You know, big matches, showcase matches, first time ever matches. You know, the right kind of mix of celebrity involvement. It's i.e. someone just at ringside, not involved in the opening match of the show. That's all for viral clips. You know, if they'd have called it something else, and not this is WrestleMania. This is a WrestleMania show, because it wasn't. It was a stadium show that was on WrestleMania weekend. It felt like, with a lot of ads between it, and this was something I spoke about in one of the countdown videos I did not that long ago. You know, when talking about the problems with TKO and Triple H and WWE, and one of the points I made was this, which is, if the product is good and the creative is good and the matches are good, then wrestling fans in general will have our gripes, but they're willing to forgive quite a lot. When you do deliver the product, it's good. Then you go, these Hulk Hogan clips are a bit shit, but it's not the end of the world, because when the action does get going, it will be good. It's when you're waiting so long, it's like waiting in line for a bad film. You wait all that time with the expectation that they're going to deliver, and then when they deliver stuff that doesn't make sense, or celebrity involvement in critical angles and matches, you go, I waited all this time and you've wasted it. You've wasted my time. So, you know, so far tonight, the matches have delivered. The stories they've been telling, they haven't needed to be overly complex, but there is still time to go. You know, we've still got 3 matches left, and we've got a main event that I think, irrespective of the direction they go in, will polarize. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Whatever their outcome is, that will piss people off. You know, it's if Roman wins, you have the discussion about WWE's. They're talking about they can't sell tickets, so what do? They go back to Roman Reigns, put the belt on him because they've run out of creative ideas. There's also then the discussion of, what, is Roman going to be around? Is Raw just not going to have a champion moving forward? Is he going to come and go like Roman Reigns does? And then it'll be, I bet because of The Rock and next year's WrestleMania, that's what they're going to want to try and do. If Punk wins, then it's going to be a thing of, what over Roman Reigns? Reigns is being forced out, because this has been the weird thing with Roman over the last sort of 12 months, isn't there? It's like there feels like there is this bigger sort of backstage political story going on with Roman Reigns and WWE. There's been a lot of sort of chatter and rumbling about, you know, ever since TKO took over and Triple H got more creative control, Triple H prefers Cody, and Cody is Triple H's guy, and Roman was more, you know, Vince's guy or the company's guy. Maybe Roman doesn't really like Triple H's use of him since Triple H has been in charge. And, you know, rumors about, obviously they wanted to do Cody versus Roman again, and then they thought maybe we've done it too often recently, we'll maybe save it for another year. But then there's also the rumors of maybe both guys didn't want to lose. Maybe both went, all right, I'll face Cody, I'll face Roman at WrestleMania. Who's going over? And then if either one of them went, well, it might not be you, then they went, no, we're not going to do it. So, yes, that main event is going to be very, very polarizing. Very, very polarizing either way, and it's going to be a lot to talk about and a lot to discuss, no doubt about that. apparently we'll be finishing this Hogan clip in 35 seconds. But don't worry, folks. We've got about 25 more to come later on this evening. It's probably like the worst advertisement for the documentary, because I cannot believe that you would be seeing these clips multiple times across 2 nights of the biggest event of the year, and you'd go, right, I want to see more of that now. You'd be like, no. To be honest with you, now the only thing I associate this documentary with is it pissing me off. My desire to go and watch it now is far less than it was before. Before it was a bit ambivalent, neutral of, oh, maybe I'll watch it at some point. But now it's like, no, I'm definitely not watching that documentary. Oh, look at this. They're playing My Way. Getting the goosebumps. Oh, it's My Way. It's My Way. See, if you make the advert good, put some good music on it. I dare do it for a video package for the main event. Yeah, we've got an ad for WWE World, because of course. There you go. We've got to have the guy who was drinking lots of beers. The guy we've actually got to, we've got to have the guy drinking all the beers again. I mean, what even is this? I mean, boo, Tony Hinchcliffe. Boo. Ugh. It's Gronk. And they're going to be drinking. Remember, this show's for kids. So we're going to have these football players down alcohol. I mean, my goodness me. Alright, the next match is a street fight, which means it's going to be Dirty Dom versus the Demon.
Yeah!
There we go.
At United_Love.86 super chatted £2. He's a tight end for the 49ers. Great player.
I mean, to be fair, I am not on my NFL as much as I used to be. Alright, look at this. We're getting a lot of masked individuals here. Are they all AAA talents, maybe? Look at this. He is arriving on a lucha throne. Arriving on a lucha throne. The AAA Mega Champion. It's a pretty badass throne. I can't lie there. See that, and things like that's a WrestleMania entrance. That's what you'll want to see. I remember Gunther's last night, he just sort of walked to the ring for a bit. He did the big jump and he was caught by all of the luchas. The king of the luchadors, indeed. What growth as a performer as well. This was a kid who... I remember at WrestleMania 38 back in 2022 when he was teaming with his dad on that show, and stuff did feel a bit forced. It felt very Nepo baby, very... There's nothing there and he's not good. And maybe he needs to go to NXT for a while. Maybe he needs to get released and work the indies and then turns heel at Clash at the Castle in 2022, and rest is history. Now he's still incredibly young. Been a champion. Beat John Cena in Cena's final PLE match. I feel like I jinxed myself. I was talking recently about how I don't really get hay fever. But I feel like over the last week or so, I've started to get what I would think is hay fever, which is just sneezing more often, having like red eyes, and having a stuffy nose. We're 9 likes away from 150 likes, so if you haven't already, click the like button. And big up to everyone that has subscribed this evening, as we see all of the luchadors at ringside as Dirty Dom continues to pose in the ring. And I think he just threw a mask at Michael Cole. As we now wait for what this entrance is going to. I mean, what are they talking about on commentary, by the way? And Barrett and Michael Cole are talking about all sorts. Good grief. Yeah, this Finn Balor entrance is going to probably be something special. I know, Ash. It was terrible, and thank you, Andy. Getting the heartbeats. It's not the demon, it's Taz. It's Taz. Which always reminds me of like that Botchamania thing. And you get the Jim Ross line of, "It's Taz!" Oh, there is a heart. There is a figure crawling. And no, it's not Liv Morgan from the other night. He's going to grab the heart. Just press the button. But the demon has arrived. And look at those hands are there as well. It looks very Shaun of the Dead. Not Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead. If you know, you know. What a film. But the demon is back. Look at that guy in the crowd. But at least he's got the music. I must say, the graphics, all and the streamers are there. No, not iShow Speed. I mean, actual, like, streamers, you know. Actual, paper. The hell? The hell is that? Is that a mask? What's he got? He's got something on a spike. I'm not sure what the hell that is. He's walking around, he's draped in all of this paper. He's got this thing with a spike. I think it's a mask or something like that. I mean, these streamers are everywhere.
Yeah. At Nathaniel Baez 5,258 super chatted $5. I'm back from my week-long vacation in Puerto Rico. I just got off the plane. I'm home, watching the Demon with the 365 crew.
Big up, Nathaniel. I appreciate putting in the super chat in. Hope you had a good vacation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was just thinking, who said the streamers were a good idea? It's always a terrible idea. Even more streamers. I mean, he's got these glow stick things going on, or flares. mean, don't get me wrong. It's a very impressive entrance, and it's obviously great to see the Demon. It's a great spectacle. I don't feel like all aspects of that entrance worked. You know what I mean? I think it'd be better. It's better like the darker you can make it, which I know you are limited to in that venue. I don't think the streamers were a good idea, and it also doesn't help. You're trying to do this whole like scary demon thing, but then the fans were there on the stage looking not afraid by it. Kind of, it's not the contrast you want to sort of be looking for. But of course, look, very impressive production, and great to see the Demon back. And now Dom slowly entering the ring. Ref says ring the bell. So you can see Dom is just kind of confused by everything that's going on here. He's trying to figure all of it out. You wonder if this will lead to anything in AAA, of course, where The Undertaker is the head of creative there. There's the chop by Finn Balor. Oh, and another chop by Balor. And another big chop. Sends Dom into the ropes. And there's a kick by Dom. What the hell was that? Finn just stuck his tongue out. And now the stomps by the Demon. And they took his skirt off. Well, what a clothesline. Dirty Dom just lands awkwardly on that apron. I must say, I think the lighting, and this is probably something that probably not many people notice because it's boring, but I do actually think like the lighting, the blue sort of neon blue theme and look, I think looks much better than yesterday's theme. Yesterday's theme just, I don't think really worked that well. This theme looks and feels a bit more WrestleMania-like, feels a bit bigger. As the Demon, of course, he just used the kendo stick, but now he's pulling out a table. Excuse me, a Slim Jim. Oh, Tope Suicida by Dirty Dom. Oh. Oh. And another one across the shoulder blades. Finn Balor certainly feeling every single shot. He just throws that kendo stick into the ring. What's he going to grab now? That's a steel chair. As we're 2 likes away from 150 likes. Big up to everyone that's hit the like button and got involved. Put your super chats and your members' chats in. Oof. And now Dom of these steel chair shots to the back. Of course, WrestleMania, this location, this venue is when Dirty Dom, there's a helo. This is the location where Dirty Dom won the Intercontinental Championship last year. This match, of course, being a street fight, feels already more unsanctioned than the unsanctioned match yesterday. Although, to be fair, that match was so unsanctioned it had a toolbox. Remember, it had a toolbox in that. That's pretty unsanctioned. Dirty Dom's thinking a suplex. Oh! Instead, Balor turned it off Sling Blade. Didn't manage to get all of it. as they say. Finn, I think one of Finn's contacts has fallen out, by the way. He's got one blue eye, one red eye. 619. What a win this would be for Dirty Dom. There's a frog splash. One. Uh-oh, kicks out at one. Uh-oh. That was, yeah, look, he's got one contact in, one out. Unless that's by design, I guess. Chair. Misses. Oof, bit of an eye of the hurricane. Oh, shotgun drop kick. I thought he was going to be in the drop zone, as Michael Cole would say. And now the Demon's going to the top rope. He's in the drop zone. This could be it. Coup de grace. No. Rolls through. Oh, steel chair. Off the head. Cover. 2. Oh, and the Demon kicks out. That was a late kick out by the former, first ever, the inaugural Universal Champion. And see that shot to the head by the steel chair there by Dirty Dom. Now Dom, he's gonna maybe pick up the Slim Jim table. Of course, we did see Dom last night on WrestleMania Saturday. He was celebrating with Liv Morgan, the new Women's World Champion, after she defeated Stephanie Vaquer. So what's the Dom thinking about here? Is he going to put the table up in the corner? That's what it looks like. Now, Finn is back up to his feet. I mean, he's taken too long, perhaps, Dirty Dom. Oh, and there's a shot. Took too long. He waited. Oh, reverses the Irish whip. Finn stops that from happening. There's another sling blade by Finn. Oh, super kick. Oh, the Demon, I tell you what, he got thrown straight in there. Shoulder first. Yeah, I don't care what... Oh, whoa, what a shot that is by Dirty Dom. Holy cow. Oh, he's got the chairs wrapped around his head. Oh. 619 to the chair, to the head. Surely... Frog splash. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, it kicks out. I mean, what else have you got? What finish have you got now? You've hit your finish. He kicked out at 1. You've hit your super finish. He's kicked out at 2. Have you got a super finish? Because, yeah, otherwise... I'm not sure what you're going to do, Dom, unless you just got to keep doing it again. Do it over and over and over again. Oh, what a shot. There, he's going full Stone Cold Rock from WrestleMania 17. That's what happened, wasn't it? Rock kept hitting rock bottoms, and just chair, kick out, chair, 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's the finish that they go with. Another table. Of course, remember he threw the Demon through the first one. And yeah, the Demon's not really moved at all. And it makes you wonder, with all of the weapons that they've been using in this match, like that announcement was made about the street fight today. What what was the plan? Oh, God, he can't even pick up the table properly. Dom's apparently in a triple threat match. He's against Finn Balor and a table. See, this is what because he did. Uh-oh, the demon stood up. Clothesline turns Dominic inside out. And now the demon hitting these steel chair shots himself. Oof. My word. And now what's he going to go for? Crowd are chanting one more time. Oh no. What is he thinking here? This is going to be a crazy spot. That. Oh! I mean, that's one way to snap your neck. Now, Dom, he's on the table. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Coup de grace. Oof. Good grief. A nasty landing for Dom. 1, 2, 3, and the demon is victorious. So the demon gets a win over Dirty Dom. I mean, get your star ratings in for that. I mean, ironically enough, it might be maybe a 3, maybe a 3. It might actually, ironically enough, be the worst night of the match so far. Not that it was bad, just the first 3 matches were really, really good. So I'd maybe give it a 3, if I'm being quite kind. But this is, once again, it felt very mid-card, undercard-ish. Maybe that's because it was, right? Rid gives it a 3. King gives it 2.5. General 2.75. Matty 3. Jason 2.7. 3. Ma gives it a 3. We're all in a similar ballpark, aren't we? We're in a very similar ballpark, I think, with the ratings on that one. And the question is, when do we see when do we see the demon? I tell you what, you don't want to merge those two together. When do we see the demon? That's worse than Michael Cole farted one. That fart's on you, Marcelo. When are we going to see the demon? Take the D off and put the C there. It's late. When are we going to see the demon again? Oh, there he is then. Well, the question is, what's next for him? You know, what's next for him? What's next for Dom? As we see an advert for SummerSlam. The question is, will Brock Lesnar be there? I mean, looked like he retired earlier on this evening. But this is Minnesota after all. Saturday, August 1st, Sunday, August 2nd. Now, the question is, are we going to get an advert? We need to get some ads, guys. Come on, I need some ads. This is Advert Mania after all. I need some ads. I need some ads here. Come on. Oh, good, better. I did good. Thank goodness. For a second, I was a bit worried there, but instead, we're not even getting the Hogan documentary. They say, actually, yeah, this is an emergency. We'll just go straight elevator music. Just straight. We'll be back soon. The generic music and 3.5 minutes of it. Good. No problem. Whew, I was concerned for a second there. I was worried we weren't going to get some ads again, but we're getting our ads in. We're not even getting products here. No products. No, go and watch this movie. Just straight up wait. Just straight up. We know you've paid for it. We know we say this is a premium live event, and the premium in a premium live event usually means because you paid a premium, you don't have to get adverts. But no, that's not true actually. You know, like, could you imagine if you bought YouTube Premium, right? You gotta tell you what, I'm sick of these ads on YouTube. There's too many. They're too frequent. But I want to make sure I, contribute to the creators. So I'm going to get YouTube Premium. I'm going to pay a premium so I don't get ads. Imagine then you start getting ads all the time, just constantly interrupted. You'd be like, wait a minute. YouTube, what are you doing here? What are we taking the piss for? And I would also say, for those that, if you can afford it, obviously, because I know that everyone has like a million different subscription services to have and need and what have you. But legitimately, I went to YouTube Premium at some point last year. Just like, I'll have a look. I'll see if it's what people say it is. It has changed my life. Once you actually do try YouTube Premium, it is genuinely it is worth it. If you use YouTube a lot, it is worth it. Like, no ads at all. The biggest one for me is not even just the ads. It's the ability to be watching something and then lock your phone or leave the app and still be working on something else. You can send a message to someone or something, or just listen to stuff as you work, like walk around, which is what I do a lot. Oh, honestly, it's excellent. So those that don't have it, if you're curious, I'm not even saying this because I'm on YouTube. It legitimately is worth it. It actually is worth it. As we're 6 likes away from 160 likes, if you haven't already, click the like button. And also be sure to subscribe. Yes, exactly, Ash Sims. YouTube and Spotify Premium. I couldn't even do a Spotify experience without the normal stuff with ads. I remember I did that like once or something. I was like, absolutely no chance. Never again. We'll be back in 40 seconds, apparently, as we continue to have the adverts. This is WrestleMania, of course. You didn't think you were just going to be watching a show. No, not a chance at all. We've got to just be sat here for some reason. You know, we've got to. I do too, Andy. We didn't realize how good we had it. The WWE Network was so far ahead of its time, it wasn't even funny. $9.99 across the world, $9.99 for WWE's entire content library, back catalog, original programming, PLEs. Like, those were the days. And then WWE realized, actually, the money's not in having your own streaming service. The money's in giving your content to a major streaming service, which is what they did with Peacock. Because then they realized that, actually, if you're like licensing your content to someone else, then you don't have to worry too much about your own subscription service making money. You've already got their money because they're paying you. But it was good, the WWE Network. Now you obviously have select stuff on Netflix, but it's not the same. But of course we're getting an ad because that's what we need. It's WrestleMania, damn it. Probably another ad at the moment of Michael Cole talking about this stadium shot. And there's another advert probably he's doing now because there's another stadium shot. I know someone will be doing the... Oh, look, it's the Minute Maid. Look, it's the juice box. Oh. Look. And this guy paid to be there. So he's not on commentary. There's just a guy who paid to be sat at commentary. Pal, you got way too much money, man. Jeez. That is... I mean, look, if you want to... If that's what you want to do with your money, then fair play, but holy cow. I'm not sure I could ever justify spending that amount of money. And I love wrestling. But... Here comes the women's champion. A storm is coming. Or maybe it's already arrived. Now, you want to talk about sort of short matches and what have you. I can't... Jade Cargill is not exactly known for having 25-minute classics, is she? So I wonder how long this will go. I don't know if this will be a full long classic one, but you never know. Maybe she wants to send a statement, perhaps. Jade Cargill's calling the crowd haters. I thought she was embracing and doing her best Hulk Hogan impression there for a second. You can tell that some of these WWE superstars maybe aren't too sure what to do when they're walking down the ramp because it's so long. Like, it's super, super long. They're not sure, like, what do I do as I keep walking down this incredibly long entrance ramp? But Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, first time ever, is mere moments away. And we're probably going to get another advert here because we're on a stadium shot, because of course. Of course, she's been the champion since November. And she won the title at Saturday night's main event, defeating Tiffany Stratton. And get ready for the Eradicator. Remember, this is the penultimate match of the show. After this, we have the main event, the World Heavyweight title match. There is the Eradicator. Look at the pyro. There's the pyro, the fire, and the Eradicator, and the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship. Get your last minute predictions in for this one as well. This is a difficult one. I think it's a Rhea win. Like I said, I think we probably have something that doesn't go super long. Goes under 10 minutes. Rhea gets the win after hitting like 4 different riptides, maybe. Look at Rhea. She's very much into her entrance team, isn't she? Holy cow. Like I said, they're a bit uncertain about what to do on the way down to the ring. Her gear is like she's escaped an insane asylum, apparently. Jade Cargill trying to stay as relaxed as possible in the ring. But another case of irresistible force meeting an immovable object. Earlier this evening, we saw Oba Femi defeat Brock Lesnar, who comes out on top of this first time ever encounter. Of course, Rhea got here by winning the Elimination Chamber. Andy says, still early to only have 2 matches left. Not really. I mean, this match, even if it goes, let's say, 10 minutes. Remember, last night we had the penultimate match, and then it took 45 minutes until the bell rang for the main event. And the main event went 22 minutes, and it had a post-match angle that went about what, 5-10 minutes as well. So there's easily like probably 2 hours still left, even though you've got 2 matches left. And remember, we've probably got another hour of adverts. Come on, we've got to sell. Let's get some product moving. We've got to move some inventory. Forget the wrestling. As we get the ring introductions. The challenger. It's Rhea Ripley. Rhea Bloody Ripley. From Vero Beach, Florida. Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill said she doesn't need the championship. She's the star. She's the prototype. Of course, there was a little bit of real-life heat. A bit of prickliness when this one first all kicked off just around Elimination Chamber. The bell rings. We are underway in our penultimate match of WrestleMania 42. It is Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. First time ever. Certainly another match that does feel very WrestleMania-esque, doesn't it? Certainly what is interesting, I know that Rhea Ripley spoke about this week. She spoke about dealing with an eating disorder, and obviously huge credit to her for speaking out about it. But you can certainly notice it. I mean, these are both two bigger female superstars, but there is the size advantage. Now, it does quite clearly go to Jade Cargill. And there's a body slam by Cargill. Hey, me. I tell you what, I'm just now I know I'm getting older. The second night of WrestleMania, basement drop kick by Ripley. I tell you what, Ripley, I think she went for the hair, and Jade, I think it was like a thumb to the eye, and there's a power slam by Cargill. There's a cover, and Ripley kicks out. And the ref telling Cargill not to pull the hair. Because that's a red card, damn it. Just ask Lissandra Martinez. But don't ask referees. And still, like, man, look, to be fair, Jade Cargill has just been completely on top during this match, hasn't she? Rhea Ripley's barely been able to get any offense going whatsoever. Now Cargill still just working on the lower back of Rhea Ripley. Oh, and just throws Rhea again into the barricade. And now Cargill just posing at the barricade. Getting the crowd to boo the women's champion. As we're 3 likes away from 170 likes, if you haven't already clicked the like button. General says, is this unsanctioned? Well, this one is sanctioned. It could easily be more violent than the unsanctioned one, though. Come on. You know, You never know how these things go. You could have a death feud, a violent blood feud, and they'll go, well, we've got to make sure this is unsanctioned. Even though we're going to just end it in the ring like every other match. And I hope that guy who paid so much money for all of the, to sit next to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett is having the time of his life. As Cargill's got a crossface in. Like, occasionally I keep looking up and just going, who's sitting next to Wade Barrett? Then I realise it's this guy. But Rhea trying to fight back to her feet. Ripley, can she get Cargill up on her shoulders? Ripley with the elbows. Oh, what a kick. I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever seen Rhea look so vulnerable during a match. It's been really all Cargill and Ripley fighting from underneath. Oh, she just said, come on, bitch. And now she's double legging, teeing up with the right hands. And every bit of offense Jade does gets booed. Oh, there's a chop. There's a right hand by Jade. Oof. Rhea just fires back with a big forearm of her own. Oof, there's a right hand. There's a really shitty one from Jade. There's a right hand back from Rhea. Oh, there's a better one. Much more physical. That was a terrible one by Rhea. What a boot by Jade. Oh, and what a kick by Rhea that time. Uh-oh. Maybe an electric chair. Oh, wow. He landed nasty. Jade landed, yeah, right on her face. That was a rough landing. Hopefully Jade's okay. I think she's all right. Did she break her nose or something? Because she got dumped on her face. Good grief. Riptide, perhaps? Nice hip toss. Oh, Jade. There's a right hand. Yeah. Oh, lands on her feet. There's an elbow by Rhea. Oh, what a kick by Jade Cargill. There you go, spine buster. 1, 2. Oof. I tell you what, this is probably Jade Cargill's, legitimately, it's probably her best performance. This is probably Jade's best performance in a WWE ring. And not even because, look, Rhea Ripley's, like, you know, making her look good, which she is. But in terms of Jade actually, like, executing the moves properly, this is, like, the best she's probably done. Jaded. Oh, Ripley rolls through it. 1, 2. Oof. Pop up. Maybe pop up powerbomb. No, right hands. Hurricane Runner. Oh, Shining Wizard. Now, who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's Meechin. Meechin the Menace, as Wade Barrett calls her. Oh, there's B-Fab. There's B-Fab. Right hand sends B-Fab down. Rhea Ripley goes after Meechin. Oh, and Ripley shoulder first into the... Shoulder first into the ring post. Oh, and a boot by Meechin there as well. Here we go. Oh. Sandstorm. Is that what they're calling it? It's One-Winged Angel. It was, Shades of MJF. Yeah, it was One-Winged Angel. It's not a sandstorm. Everyone knows what that is. Sandstorm. It's Sandstorm. It's definitely Sandstorm, not anything else. And the irony is, it's the match nobody kicked out straight away. Now, Cargill is telling the people on the outside to get her. But now the ref's going to catch her. And now they're going to get sent backstage. Is that what they're going to do? Oh, here comes Io Sky! Well, at least Io gets an entrance, thank goodness. Run, Io, run! I mean, it's a travesty that Io Sky has to do this to get onto the show. And she had a wardrobe malfunction as well, and she still managed to literally spinning back fist. Oh. Oh, moonsault just takes out both Meech and Ripley's back in the ring. Oh, there's a headbutt. Uh-oh, this might be it. Oh, Jade. Oh, pump kick. Maybe Jade is this going to be it? Nope. Rolls through. Oh, what a counter. What a counter. Riptide. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Rhea wins. What a finish, by the way. What a finish. I love finishes like that, by the way. Really good counter of a finishing move into your finish. I'll tell you what, yeah. I tell you what. That is Jade Cargill's best match she's had in WWE by a mile. By an absolute mile. What a match. Get your star ratings in that. I'd probably give it 3.75, maybe a 4. Maybe 3.75, maybe 3.5. Something in and around that. That was a really good match. That was actually a really good match. That was a really good match. Jade Cargill, huge credit to her because I don't even see that as like Rhea carrying her. I think she held her own really well. Obviously, there's a ceiling of how high you can go, but this closing stretch is really good. Riptide, pump kick. Then she goes with Jaded. Look at this roll through. Rolls through, pulls the arm through as well. She can go straight into the Riptide. Bang. Really good finish. Look at Io Sky celebrating at ringside. And the Eradicator is now the WWE Women's Champion. And eventually we're going to get Rhea and Io again for the Women's Championships. I'm all on board for that. But huge credit, obviously, to Rhea Ripley because Rhea's record of delivering top matches at WrestleMania is huge. She always delivers. Last year involved in that triple threat with Io and Bianca Belair. Year before that was with Becky Lynch. Year before that was with Charlotte Flair. Like, she's like really stacking up these really, really impressive WrestleMania matches. And she did that again tonight. The only problem is just that Io Sky having a run-in during a WrestleMania match is so gross. Because, yeah, for Io Sky, she's way better than that. But we've only got one more match left. However, don't be shocked if this show continues to go on for about an hour before we even get to that match, by the way, because we'll probably have a John Cena announcement segment, won't we? We'll have a Cena, this is how much the crowd was. Probably during that segment, somebody will interrupt or get involved, and maybe you might see something cool. Then we've got ads, and we've got video packages, then we've got entrances. So, yeah, we're going to have a long while. I mean, to be fair, I mean, last night we finished sort of just before 3 a.m., didn't we, here in the UK? Which is in about an hour and a half time, which probably, honestly, that probably does line up when you think about it. Main event might go close to like half an hour, and then we're probably now going to get an hour of Cena entrances, ads, video packages, sponsor stuff, you know, just in general things. For it's like just like this, when we see Oba Femi beating Brock Lesnar earlier on, and of course, Oba Femi, the next big thing they're describing him as now. Of course, taking that mantle from Brock Lesnar. Lesnar takes the gloves, the boots off, and says goodbye to the WWE fans. They're saying that he calls it a career, which he hasn't yet. I think he's got one more match, which will be SummerSlam. Of course, remember, Brock made his WWE debut the Raw after WrestleMania 18 back in 2002. Which feels like yesterday, but the fact that now Lesnar's closing in on retirement is insane. 24 years ago. But they're calling it a developing story. But they're going to follow it up, coming out of the show, on the post-show. They'll be discussing Brock's retirement. Of course, new US champion in Trick Williams. Rhea Ripley, new women's champion. And we're going to get John Cena. Like I said, we're probably going to get some announcement of the attendance. WrestleMania has been packed with moments indeed. It's packed with people. Of course, last night we found out about Bianca Belair's pregnancy during this segment. Maybe we'll find out about something with this segment here with Cena. $55,255. $106,072. A definitely very real number. That number is completely 100% legitimate and real. This is a bittersweet moment that concludes the duties as host. Cena says. He says he can't say how much it means for him to be there. He wants to give a thank you. It's The Miz and Kit Wilson. I mean, like, as General says there, hosting duties. He read out some numbers twice. That's the hosting duties. Master Inspire Zone In. He didn't get his WrestleMania moment last year. He wants to get one this year. He's shaking hands. He wants a WrestleMania moment. Here we go. He's going to get his WrestleMania moment. Oh, no. It's Danhausen. The Howard. And these, they're little. We've got little. Well, we've got craziness going on here. I mean, we've got little people. Michael Cole is really enjoying calling them. What would? And Danhausen is now driving a coffin to the ring. And he's being chased by little people. I mean, look at this. He's got a full-on entourage. I mean, look, at least, you know what I was saying, though? You know what I was saying about WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is meant to have these sort of wacky skits and stuff like that. At least this isn't ads. You know, I bet WWE had to really weigh up going, we could give this time to ads. I'd rather this than ads. At least it's something. Thank you, camera boy Nicholas. As he says, greetings, humans. Here's Danhausen. He's finally made it to WrestleMania housing. Michael Cole is laughing his head off on commentary, by the way, as well. He called like one of the small people that. Oh, he's putting to John Cena, John Cena. There you go. He's turning WrestleMania into a circus. I mean, I don't know what's going on at this point. Oh, he just pushed the little guy over. What the hell's this? Oh, he just punched him right in the balls. Well, Danhausen punched him in the balls as well. Now what? Oh, he's doing 5-knuckle shuffle. Oh, and a thumb. Onto the eye. Well, a finger to the eye. And Miz has been taken away by the Littlehausens. Now he's running off. And they've got, and the little guys are going back under the ring as well. WrestleMania is unexpected, yes. So also the grandest stage of them all. Next up is the main event. Well, here we go, folks. We're going to have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. World Heavyweight title is up for the grabs. It is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, and we're not going to have to wait too long to get there. Here we go. We're 1 like away from 180 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe to WrestleNews365 if indeed you are new. As we get ready to wait for the main event. For the World Heavyweight Championship. Does Roman Reigns win a title he hasn't won yet in WWE, the new World Heavyweight title? Or does CM Punk close out WrestleMania 42 with a victory? Here we go. Technically, Punk has won the world title twice since he returned to WWE. Of course, he did win it at SummerSlam by beating Gunther. General says, Owen, someone in the chat wants you to unblur the screen. Oh, it's blurred. Oh, damn. All right, sorry. I'm glad someone mentioned that. Let me just get this unblurred and get my channel deleted. Let's just get that good, because that's what this was effectively like a retirement stream. It was, you know, while it lasted. That's what I wanted to go for. Just for something a little bit, you know. One day, we'll maybe get a broadcasting deal with WWE. You never know. One day. The Z-Bros are about to face off. He's got time to tweet, but no time to go to work. Yes. Who is the tribal chief? The real tribal chief. The real locker room leader. You're old. Bury you next to your father. That line went a bit too far. Even Punk said he felt bad about saying it. And reportedly there was a scenario where Roman was going to sort of fire back at him and say, you'll bury me next to my father. I won't let you. I'll be too busy burying you next to Larry, kind of thing. But they didn't go down that route for whatever reason. Which, if that is true, then I think they actually would have added something. But they did not decide to go down that direction. As the moments away from seeing what I would assume to be very extravagant entrances. There were rumors that Punk was going to have a Ring of Honor inspired entrance. Of course, last year he had Living Colour perform him live to the ring. But 2 WrestleManias back for CM Punk, 2 main events. Well, technically 3 WrestleManias. He was back for WrestleMania 40, but he couldn't wrestle because he was injured. But 2 WrestleManias where he's been able to wrestle. 2 WrestleMania main events. Up next, if you dare WWE, give us some ads. I mean, here we go. A special look at what? I look at Street Fighter. Ah, gonna get ads. Ads, but Roman Reigns is technically in this. Ugh, more ads. Yeah. Got more ads. Gotta have ads. And obviously this is coming out later. Is there an actual release date on this? Oh, there's Roman. Cody as Guile. Look at that. So we've got a trailer there. We're gonna get some more ads. Yes, guy. Yeah. I was worried for a second. I was worried for a second we weren't gonna get, but we're getting a 4-minute Hulk Hogan documentary clip. Thank God. I was worried for a second. I was concerned maybe we weren't gonna see this clip that we've seen like 3 or 4 times over the last 2 days. I was a bit concerned, but. Got that ad in. Oh, and specifically that one where Mean Gene's got the blood on his nose. Good. Oh, goodness. For a second there, I thought we were going to have a main event for the world title. But then I remembered it's WrestleMania, so we've got to get some more ads in. Good. Thank goodness. I don't know what's more... You know what's more like tortuous about this and about the Netflix ads is... I do kind of appreciate that they tell you in the corner, like, they're going to be back in 3 minutes. But that also makes it even more, like, again, tedious and tortuous, isn't it? Like, okay, I know I've got to sit through, 3 minutes of this? Ugh. Like, if I didn't know, maybe it would go past quicker. I'm not sure. But, yes. I mean, at least this is going to be, like, the last batch, right? I mean, surely there's not going to be any more Hogan clips, surely. There's not going to be any more. This will be the last. This will be the last one. We are 19 likes away from 200 likes, which is incredible. Really appreciate everyone that's tuned in over the last couple of nights for WrestleMania Saturday, now WrestleMania Sunday. If you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Reminder, we will be live after this as well with the post-show, discussing all things that have happened during this WrestleMania Sunday. We'll probably mostly be talking, of course, about the main event, but we'll be discussing all the other matches as well and any news that's breaking whilst we're live too. Which, to be fair, though, Night 2 has been considerably better than Night 1, than WrestleMania Saturday, which is not always the pattern, but what is usually the pattern is, in general, one night is usually better than the other, and it's quite easy to pick out which. I go back to WrestleMania last year. Night 1 was better than Night 2. Night 2 was a mess. WrestleMania 40, Night 2 was better. WrestleMania 39. To be fair, both nights were pretty good. Both nights were pretty good, to be fair, on that one. WrestleMania 38. God, I can't even, I'm struggling to remember that far back. I think Night 1 was better because, obviously, of the Steve Austin stuff and the Cody return. But we are 70 seconds away from this Netflix Hogan documentary clip. Another one, or the same one, 10 times over again, from playing. And then we can maybe actually have, a main event. Maybe an actual World Championship match. Maybe. As we get to see the clip of the The old woman getting angry at Hulk Hogan. That Hogan documentary, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew, April 22nd, it's on Netflix. Oh, we got some elevator music. Yes, come on. Ash Sims asked the question, said, would you rather have the elevator music or the Hogan doc? Why not have both? Let's have both. Why not have it? Have it. It's WrestleMania. Enjoy yourself. You know, but go indulge. You know, it's the biggest weekend of the year. Have both sets of ads. Why not? Good. And now we come back and we have Jimmy and Jay doing an advert where they're hitting microphones and cups.
Acknowledge me.
At Austin Baker 6186 has become a WN365 roster member. Why subscribe to the channel? This is the best wrestling channel in the game. Sidebar: O dog drinking the lemonade monster tonight : _.
Wow, what's it? The lemonade one? Was that the Aussie lemonade one? I've heard people that do like those. I drank earlier Ultra Rosa, which I'm pretty sure I heard like Monster saying that they were going to get rid of it, but it still is around, so I don't know. All right, here we go. This sounds very Roman Reigns-ish. It feels very Roman Reigns-like, doesn't it? We've got a piano, we've got drums, we've got a singer. Yes, this feels very Roman Reigns. Very tribal chief, very OTC1. Yes, the piano is playing. He had a really good entrance at WrestleMania 39. Oh, we're seeing the bloodline. We're seeing the Anoa'i family tree. The Wild Samoans. The High Chief. Yokozuna as well. Maybe they were considered to be the tribal chiefs of the Anoa'i tribe, if you will. Are we getting the old music? Are we getting the old music? Are we getting the old music? Because I like this old music. I don't like the new one. Yes. It looks to be in phenomenal shape. He always does. Oh, is it, are we going to go into the old music? Yes, we are. We're going into the old music. This is the music he played. Well, the entire time he used this theme, he was a champion in WWE. This is the Roman Reigns Undisputed Universal Champion music. Because when he lost the title to Cody, it was with this music. And then when he returned at SummerSlam, it was with the new music. So this is the first time since WrestleMania 40 that he's had this theme. Maybe it's a sign that he's going to be a champion again. That's why he's got this music back. It's the bloodline, but without bloodline backup. No wise man. Just the OTC. And maybe the OTC is about to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. As we are 15 likes away from 200 likes, folks. As you can hear Michael Cole, I think, tapping away on commentary. Stop hitting your pen on the announce table, Michael Cole. Have you noticed as well, for all of that chatter about, Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be backstage at WrestleMania, no Stone Cold appearance. No Stone Cold. No Rock. Look at that. Look at that poster. The Zebros. Zebros in the background. There you go. This is the final match of WrestleMania 42 weekend. The challenger, of course, the winner of the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble match. As the Tribal Chief is about to point his finger to the sky at Allegiant Stadium. And the champion, of course, will be entering last. I mean, that's a really good question, Red Devils. Red Devils says, how would a part-time champion look with no bloodline and Wiseman? That's the question with Roman, isn't it? When he lost the title in 2024, the feeling was he'll probably never win the world title again because he's a part-time guy. But there is also a real feeling that they could put the belt back on him at the very least until next year's WrestleMania because he might have a match with The Rock or something like that. It's Saudi. They're going to pay as much money as they possibly can. But if you do that match, you need to have Roman Reigns win the world title tonight. Unless The Rock's there and that's the only time to do the angle. But The Rock said he wasn't in Vegas. He said he went home because it's his daughter's birthday. But could all be a lie. The Tribal Chief has his old music back. Will he have championship gold back with him soon as well? '11th WrestleMania main event for Roman Reigns. It's the most of any talent ever. Nobody's even close. I mean, it is easier, granted, now with 2 nights, but Roman was main event in WrestleMania when it was 1 night. Because Vince McMahon insisted on it every single year. WrestleMania, Roman's in the main event, damn it. And we await CM Punk. We await the World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, we know we have a special entrance to CM Punk, for goodness sake. Oh, here we go. Yes. Yes. We're getting AFI. We're getting his CM Punk Ring of Honor throwback. Just like at Revolution in 2022. Just like all of those years in Ring of Honor. He's going back to his roots. Last year, he had his own old theme song before his WrestleMania entrance. This year, it's exactly the same. And look at that, he's got Larry on his jacket. Exactly, Austin. I'm glad you get the reference. Yes. As Raj would say, it is some kind of Terminator remix. It's not, Raj. I mean, to be honest, I think the result for Punk is secondary to me. He doesn't give a shit. He's in a main event. Look at that. He's got Larry. He's got a Puerto Rico flag in reference to his wife, AJ Lee. He's got a crown on the back, a reference to Harley Race, King Harley. As Punk just walks out onto the stage, a WrestleMania stage. What an entrance that is. Some of the fans said PG Punk. Is Punk going to say it's clobbering time? Well, here we go. CM Punk's music hits. And we're going to have Cult of Personality play inside Allegiant Stadium. To be fair, I think that worked really well. Him just sort of standing there at WrestleMania in silence, watching everyone. It's pretty awesome. I think it worked well. As we're 11 likes away from 200. And Punk now has to lock in because he's in the main event of WrestleMania against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Oh, look at that. Cohen selfies. Yeah. Bo looters. Of course, Bo was the funeral that Brody King was at as well. These are WWE employees. Yeah, Cohen Silvy's longtime WWE director. So CM Punk paying tribute to WWE employees, to friends, and as I mentioned, the back of his jacket is a reference to Harley Race, the King, King Harley. As both men are now in the ring, we await Alicia Taylor to do the ring introductions, and then we are going to make some history. We're going to find out who indeed is going to be walking out as the World Heavyweight Champion. We don't know, obviously, he's turned on them on screen, but we've got two very strong Paul Heyman guys here. This main event is shaped by Paul Heyman, isn't it? Of course, Paul Heyman was CM Punk's best friend. He was Roman Reigns' wise man. He's currently the Oracle to Bron Breakker, the Advocate to Brock. As Alicia Taylor is doing the ring introductions. As we have our main event of WrestleMania 42 Sunday. The World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. The challenger from Pensacola, Florida. The OTC. The OTC, Roman Reigns points the ones to the sky. Crowd chants for the OTC. And now CM Punk getting his introduction. From Chicago, Illinois. Is CM Punk going to try and do his Bret's Hart WrestleMania Classic? Is that what we're going to get? He is the World Heavyweight Champion. He is CM Punk. How long will he be the CM Punk World Champion for? That is the question. Very first WrestleMania main event in a one-on-one match. Be very specific about the phrasing used. CM Punk kisses the title. But is he kissing it goodbye? That is the question. And the World Heavyweight title is on the line. Rod Zapata, the referee. Here we go. Strap in, folks. Strap in, settle in. This is your WrestleMania main event. I know people could say Saturday, but Sunday's the main event. It's the main attraction, isn't it? And here we go. Bell rings. We're underway. And Punk looks like he's leaned out a little bit as well. Like I said, I don't. Maybe it's just me, but there is something about this this color scheme of this, you know, the sort of neon blue and cyberpunk kind of look. It feels better than yesterday. Feels bigger. Both men talking trash. What are they saying to each other? Some trash talk. I didn't catch everything they said, but I know that CM Punk said probably not. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up. This one is underway. The WrestleMania 42 Sunday main event has begun. We're also 5 likes away from 200 likes. Really appreciate everyone that's tuned in over the last couple of shows. See if we can make it to 200. Roman Reigns' teeth are getting whiter and whiter. Good grief. And as you can see in the bottom right corner there, people that are new subscribers or super chats or whatever. Like I said, super chats, all of them get read out. Same with members chats. I think new members get read out as well. And even if you're a new subscriber, you pop up on the screen too. And that's a shoulder tackle by CM Punk to Roman Reigns. Oh, look at this. They're both going face to face now, shoving each other. A side headlock by CM Punk to Roman Reigns. Crowd chants. Let's go Roman and CM Punk. Reigns sends Punk into the ropes. Oh, big reverse elbow. And now going head to head. God, they're like Gabriel and Haaland. Oh, Punk just slapped Roman Reigns to the face. Now side headlock again. Kind of shades of Punk's match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. There's a shoulder tackle by Punk. Leapfrog by Reigns. Oh, Samoan drop by Roman Reigns. And now there's a headbutt by Roman Reigns. Oh, there's a chop by Punk. It really didn't do all that much. Yeah, if anything, it just pissed Roman Reigns off. Crowd continue to do the annoying chant for Roman Reigns. I continue to apologize that on behalf of Europe that we introduced that into wrestling. The clothesline sends Punk over the top to the outside. Reigns pointing up to the sky. As I said, referee Rod Zapata to be in charge of this one. Oh, and Roman just bounces CM Punk's head off the ring post. Crowd chanting for CM. Oh, it's a block. Oof. Reigns just bounced off the Spanish announce desk. And again, big straight stiff right hand. Punk, Irish whip. Oh, no, reverse. Oh, Punk into the barricade. No. Roman making sure he breaks the count. Ooh, straight right hand by Roman Reigns, CM Punk. And again, and there's another one. Oof. Now, referee, I think, is doing a count, but it's WrestleMania after all. They're trying to get a bit of leniency. Oh, Roman is breaking the count. Now, Roman is... He nearly fell. The cameraman... I mean, remember, cameraman fell down yesterday. It was one of the most... It was one of the most hilarious things when the cameraman fell off the apron. And now they're fighting out in the audience. Shades of Triple H and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 17. Oh, look at that. Punk using the barricade as a springboard. Look at that in his late 40s as well. Punk's in great shape. I would argue it's probably the best shape Punk's been in since he came back to wrestling. He's been wrestling for several years at this point. He's got his wind back. He doesn't look gassed all the time. He's got his confidence back. Oh, and just thrown off the announce table to the outside. It's a nasty landing for CM Punk. Oof. Now Roman throws Punk back into the ring. Cover. Kicks out at one. But this WrestleMania main event, as Jason mentions, this has been more unsanctioned than the unsanctioned match. Roman's doing a smack talk. Roman's doing the Roman smack talk during the match, which Punk will do his own thing back. A forearm. There's a forearm back as well. Big boot. Oh, and a big boot back by Roman. Cover. And Punk kicks out at 2. CM Punk trying to shake away the cobwebs. Trying to shake away the cobwebs and wake up a little bit. Now Reigns just using the top and middle rope as a weapon. Oh, and a big uppercut. And Punk's doing the he's doing the Terry Funk / Harley Race move, I think, here. Where he becomes a seesaw. Oh. No. Roman is doing these clotheslines across the chest and chin. Punk getting whiplash. Punk continues just to get completely taken up by Roman Reigns, and a big jump and clotheslined. And CM Punk kicks out at 2.5. Look at this. Big clothesline. Takes out the World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, remember as well, this is the typical Roman Reigns match pace, isn't it? Roman's got his pace, which is slow, a lot of aura moments, a lot of, you know, specific spots, a lot of trash talking, and then a lot of false finishes towards the end. That's the Roman rhythm. That's what he did throughout his entirety of his title reign. Whereas obviously Punk can do many different kinds of matches. What makes him so good. As Punk just tees off with these right hands. Punk clearly, I mean, by the way his condition is, Punk looks like someone who wanted to make sure that he didn't blow up, didn't get gassed in his in this main event, because he's planning on going a long time. Maybe these guys do go a long time. Jumping heel kick by CM Punk. Yeah, maybe this is going to be a WrestleMania main event that goes 40 plus minutes. There's that rising knee by CM Punk. Punk maybe thinking Bulldog. There you go, hits it. This is usually a bit of a prelude to the go to sleep. This might be GTS time, I think. There you go, this might be go to sleep. Roman trying to get back to his feet. Nope. GTS. Oh, elbows. Oh, thrown into the ring post. Superman punch. Cover. 2. Oh, and Roman Reigns kicks out. Should be seeing Punk kicks out. I'm just as bad as Michael Cole. Yeah, that was that big Superman punch. And now a bit of a reset as the both competitors are down. You see Punk and Reigns having a bit of a conversation with each other. Rod Zapata gets both men to their feet. As the crowd continue to chant for the OTC. Oh, he was going for the big Roman Reigns spear straight away. Punk just immediately hit the running knee. Straight away. And another one. Another running high knee. Another clothesline. Side neck breaker by Punk. Vintage. Vintage. As Michael Cole would say, it's vintage. Clothesline sends Roman Reigns over the top rope to the outside. Punk, suicide dive. Oof. Reigns goes into the Spanish announce table. CM Punk now doing his own double bicep pose. Clearly he's happy with the shape that he's in for this WrestleMania main event. Crowd continues to chant for CM Punk. King of the Indies says Punk is looking fit, no heavy breathing, nothing like. I said I think this is the best shape Punk's been in since he returned to wrestling in 2021. I really do. I think it's probably the best shape he's been in what, 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And I think it's taken him a while to get to this point, which is not surprising at all. I mean, the guy had 7 years off. It's going to take a while for him to get back to where he really feels like he is. What is Punk thinking? A dive to the table. I mean, this is what screwed up his knee at WrestleMania 29. He did this to The Undertaker, and his knee, the table didn't break. It was a disaster. Roman Reigns making sure that can't happen. Oh, Punk nearly fell. Oh, there's a big elbow. And another one. Big boot by CM Punk as both men stand on the apron. On the apron side closest to the announce tables. Uh-oh. Roman just puts Punk on the top turnbuckle. Oh, wow. And just hangs Roman Reigns on that top turnbuckle. Now, Punk's hung upside down. And he's completely vulnerable here. And Punk's in a bad position. And now he's completely defenseless. And Roman Reigns is just teared up with these right hands. And Punk still can't. Oh, Superman punch. Wow. To a helpless Punk. Another one. Maybe this is where we got to get some colour here, aren't we? This is where we blood. Punk's gonna blade. Punk's gonna blade. You can tell. Check his hands or something. He's definitely gonna be blading. There is gonna be blood. Of course there will be. You can see on his hand there is. You can see on his hand. There'll be a blood thing. Is he bleeding from the mouth, maybe? I thought Punk was going to do a proper blade job like he did under the table at All In. Oh, how is that not a DQ? That has to be a DQ. That's ridiculous. Leeway? He's just used the stairs. He hit the referee. You can see Punk. You can see Punk going like this. You can see Punk going like this. Punk's doing the thing he was doing at All In. Boom. And Roman Reigns is clearing the announce table. And there you go. Punk's got the blood. Like I said, you know for a fact, you could see it. Punk was doing. Like, some people got different techniques of how they do a blade job. You know, some people do the like that. Some people do the like that. Some people do what Punk does, which he literally goes like this. Depends on what your preference is. CM Punk. Oh my God. Powerbomb through the announce table. That was a nasty landing. Look at... Oh. He just went splat. He's bleeding. I mean, again, in terms of the logic, I know they do the whole, well, leeway. He picked up some stairs and used them as a weapon. I mean, it's the most obvious disqualification ever. Isn't it? I mean, it's so blatant, but this might as well be unsanctioned again. It should be unsanctioned because the ref, you're not really doing anything of substance. Here we go, spear. Oh, it got him up on the shoulder. CM Punk GTS. 1, 2. Oh, Roman just rolls the shoulder up. So after all of that, Punk nearly gets the win with a GTS. Yeah, dead and buried indeed. Then immediately up on the shoulders. Bang! GTS. But Roman just somehow manages to roll that shoulder up and keeps this match alive. World Heavyweight Championship still on the line. CM Punk is a bloody mess. Crowd continues to chant, "This is awesome." Up on the shoulders again. Maybe another GTS. Ducks the clothesline. Spear! Plants him. 1, 2. Oh, CM Punk kicks out and stays alive. This one isn't over yet, folks. Both men have taken the biggest and best shot from either. 1 GTS kick out, 1 spear. 1, 2. And still, CM Punk was able to kick out. Look at this shot. Oh. What a great camera angle that is. And look at Roman Reigns. Reigns looks beside himself. He looks like he doesn't know what to do. Crowd continue to chant, "This is awesome." We've got over 170 people watching. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. This is your WrestleMania 42 Sunday main event. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. A completely battered and bloodied CM Punk is getting absolutely destroyed by Roman Reigns here. But Punk has hit a GTS and Reigns is kicked out. Reigns has hit a spear and CM Punk is kicked out. Still somehow this one continues to go on. And now Roman Reigns is telling Punk it's time for you to go to sleep. What the hell is Roman doing? What kind of voice is he talking in? Punk is just trying to slap and fight back. Now Roman saying once again that Punk needs to go to sleep. Punk can barely get back to his feet. Oh no. He's going to go for a GTS of his own. And he points his wands to the sky. Here we go, GTS. Oh, caught. Oh, kick. High kick. 1, 2. Oh. Roman kicks it 2 again, and Punk's head is a mess. From where you can tell with his blade, he went like that. Used his forehead like a pin cushion. Wade Barrett says Punk looks like a broken man, but he's the one standing on his feet. He's the one who's standing vertical. The challenger, he's not. CM Punk, he's said about going to sleep, wasn't it? Oh, CM Punk's maybe going to go for his own Superman punch, maybe. And that's maybe the direction that he's going to go in, as Roman's going to get back to his feet. Here we go. Superman punch. He did it. 1, 2. It was like the worst Superman punch ever. But still. Now CM Punk, who was teeing off himself on Roman Reigns there. Now what's Punk's next move? Looks like he's got the gears are turning in his mind. The how? He just took the Ula Fala. He's the tribal chief now. Punk shoving it in Roman Reigns' face. We have a new tribal chief. Oh, he caught him in a guillotine. He's going locked in. It's like UFC all over again, Phil. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Oh, rolls him up. Oh, nearly had him. Anaconda Vice, Anaconda Vice. It's locked in. Is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap? I tell you what, he's in a bad position, Roman Reigns. Reigns is in dangerous territory. He's in dangerous territory and deep water. Oh, look at these just shots to the already busted open forehead of CM Punk. Another guillotine. Look, he turns it into a choke again. I tell you what, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, you're in really bad position in here. This isn't good. Can Punk get any leverage? He's on his neck. Oh, he managed to slip through. Oh, sharpshooter. Wade Barrett sounded like he just walked into a buffet. Ooh. Ooh. Wade Barrett really enjoyed that counter. Oh, and he fell into it. He fell into a guillotine. I love these transitions. These transitions here are fantastic. Again, this feels like a WrestleMania main event. This is what you want to see. Drama, violence, blood, storytelling, championships, counters. Oh, nearly. It looked like for a second he didn't kick out. A double clothesline, both men down. I mean, listen to this. Talk about a WrestleMania main event delivering. These two are putting on an absolute fucking clinic. Wow. I mean, at least, look, CM Punk and Roman Reigns, you didn't have to worry about them delivering in terms of the in-ring because they are absolutely doing just that. Huge, huge, huge credit to everyone involved in this match so far. What a WrestleMania main event. A WrestleMania main event that not only is, well, it's delivering in terms of expectation, which is difficult to do when it comes to star power and a big WrestleMania weekend and also a really shitty main event last night. But these two go out there and put everything on the line. And they're still talking smack. They both won't die. Dueling chants. Oof. Both men teeing off with right hands. I tell you what, Allegiant Stadium is rumbling. This is WrestleMania. This is a WrestleMania main event. Two of the biggest stars WWE has under contract right now, just going at it. Two stars of their respective generations. As Wade Barrett says, two sluggers going slugging it out in the 12th round. As a knee kind of grazed Punk. What a right hand by Punk to Roman. Oh, how are they both still not going down to... And Punk... And he did the headbutt to a Samoan. It's always a bad idea. Never headbutt a Samoan. Maybe you got to learn that lesson. Punk may be taking the tape off. You don't often see Punk do this. Punk doesn't often take the tape off. Oh, low blow! What the hell? What the hell? GTS! He cheated! He cheated! 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. Oh my God, listen to this crowd. Oh my word. What a spot, what a moment, what a false finish. Oh my God. I was so well done as well. It was so well done, the timing. Oh. Look at this. It was so well done. It was perfectly timed, literally. Bang. Oh, it was so well done. It was literally picture perfect timing. Oh. I mean, we're now look, like 10 minutes ago, it was all Roman Reigns and Punk was bloodied up. Now, Punk's managed to turn it around, but the match still goes on. Crowd still chanting for Roman Reigns. I mean, we are in some very, very, very deep waters here now. As Michael Cole says, this crowd is absolutely electric. These two guys are killing it, rocking it, whatever kind of adjective you want to give it. It is an absolute classic of a WrestleMania main event, and it still is ongoing. Absolutely remarkable. And now what? Is Punk going to go back to that announce table spot he was thinking about earlier on? I think he is. He thought about this. He thought about it earlier on. He didn't do it. Maybe now he will. Maybe this is going to be his moment. Go big or go home indeed, Wade Barrett. We saw Speed do it last night. Can Punk do it tonight? You're taking too long. Oh my goodness me, he made it. A huge credit to CM Punk because he made it. He completely made that jump. You can see that Punk was talking to the referee. I think he's all right though. Oh my goodness me. Oh, what a horrible landing. I mean, look at this table, by the way. This table just explodes. Oh. I remember Cody Rhodes saying that those tables suck. Cody Rhodes was saying, like, both of these new announce tables, in terms of how they collapse, they suck. Now, Punk throwing Roman Reigns into the ring. I mean, both of these guys are just still... Roman's crawling. Punk. I mean, I don't even know where they're going to go next, what they're going to think of doing next. Up on the shoulders of CM Punk. A GTS, perhaps. Can he do it? He's taking his time. He's taking his time. GTS. Is he going to do the... He's done this spot with everyone. He's done it with Moxley. He's done it with Rollins. He's done this spot with every single member of the Shield. This is the Shield spot. This is the Shield spot. Oh, but this time he collapsed. He did that spot with Moxley at AEW. He did that spot with Rollins in WWE on Raw. But he couldn't do it with Reigns. He ran out of power, of strength, of will. Now what? Both men down. Well, Punk trying to get back to his feet. I tell you what, Roman, there's separation here. There's separation here. There's a spear. And maybe this is it. But maybe Roman, a bit like Punk, maybe he can't capitalize. I mean, someone's got to win eventually. But who? Punk taking a swing. He can't even get there. Punk just really shoved the referee out the way. Reigns with momentum. Another spear. It's going to be it. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins just like that. What the hell was that finish? That finish was out of nowhere. What the hell? Well, Reigns wins. And we've got a part-time World Heavyweight Champion, folks. I mean, with the amount of offense that Punk was getting in and Reigns wasn't, you know, losing to, I thought maybe that's going to happen. But, I mean, where do we go from here? That's the big question, isn't it? Reigns is now a 7-time world champion. I mean, when's he going to defend the title next? When's he going to actually be appearing, you know, regularly with this title? How much are we going to see him this year with this championship? How long is this reign going to be? There are so many questions here. So many questions. As Roman Reigns... I remember this championship was introduced because Roman Reigns was never on TV as the Universal Champion. Get your star ratings in, by the way. For me, it's a 5-star match. I don't think you can argue about that. It's a classic of a WrestleMania main event. It's absolutely spectacular. But I think the irony of the championship being introduced because Reigns wasn't on television. We had the Universal Championship, and fast forward, when was that created? 2023. Fast forward 3 years, and Reigns is the champion. I think maybe the finish was a bit flat in this one, but I mean, honestly, I can't really argue in terms of the execution of the match. I think the match was brilliant, and it's very clear, isn't it? This night, is absolutely poo-poos all over WrestleMania Saturday. WrestleMania Saturday was very, very disappointing. This, at the very least, whilst it's not a perfect night of WrestleMania, felt like WrestleMania. That felt like a WrestleMania main event. The Brock Oba match felt like a WrestleMania opener, and it had noteworthy stuff attached to it as well. The ladder match felt like a WrestleMania ladder match. So I can't argue with this night. I have concerns about the direction of the world title now moving forwards. And I think those roads head towards The Rock, frankly, and Saudi. But that felt much more WrestleMania-like. That felt much more what I would expect out of a WrestleMania main event and show. As the pyro goes off for Roman Reigns. As Michael Cole says, all seems right in the world because Roman Reigns is holding gold. Roman Reigns is a world champion. But the question is, for how long for? Again, what does it mean in terms of appearances? What does it mean in terms of creative? What does it mean in terms of Raw? And there's still a ton of questions, I think, anyway. As far as Punk, you know, Punk might take some time off. You never know, I suppose. But, yeah, Roman with a championship that was created to actually, you know, have a world title on the show. Now he holds it. The irony, I don't think, can be lost on anyone with that. Roman Reigns built for WrestleMania, according to Michael Cole. I think he's there with his children. Looks to be there with his children anyway. There with his family. And you know you've done well when they're looping your music. I mean, the fact that they're staying with this for ages makes you wonder if something's going to happen. But I don't think that is going to be the case, by the way. Feels like they're just waiting to go up onto ESPN for something. It feels like it's the longest, like, just wait to keep posing over and over again. And there you go, it does end. So there you go. WrestleMania. And what, they said we're going to be right back. What have they got planned? Have they got something else planned? We'll be right back. You'll be right back with what? That's very strange. Ad? Is this an error? I mean, they'd have the potential, I suppose, to do the biggest troll job of all time, which is, imagine they come back after 3 minutes and go, right, let's show some more Hulk Hogan stuff. let's show some Hulk Hogan documentary. So, is it done? I mean, I guess we'll have to wait an extra 3 minutes. This could be an amazing troll of just, they make us wait 3 minutes and then it just goes, thank you for watching. Surely that's got to be some kind of error from Netflix, or like I said, it will just go straight into like a post show or something like that, maybe. Well, we'll wait and see. I guess we'll wait. I mean, like I said, you don't have to wait too long for the post show for our post show. You'll be redirected straight to it, so you don't have to worry about that. That's already set up and ready to go. So we've got a brand new World Heavyweight Champion at WWE WrestleMania 42 Sunday. We have Roman Reigns defeating CM Punk. We've also got big news with Brock Lesnar retiring, maybe. We'll talk about that more in the post show as well. Yeah, maybe it will just be like Red Devil says, that sort of classic post WrestleMania. You know, when they do the montage, which I'm always like. I'm always like shocked and surprised how quickly they put together that montage. You know, when the show would just end and it would just go straight into a video package, and you go, "How did you do that so quickly?" And they did I think they did like a backstage video. I think there's a YouTube video on it. It was on the network somewhere, and they basically explained how they do it. And the way they do that video package is they edit it in real time, but they've basically, each person has an assignment of a match, and you have to edit that match, the highlights, on the go in real time, and then you do it, and then you hand it over to the truck, which is fine if you're opening match, you get it done quite quickly. But if you're the main event, you're going, right, that needs to go in, that needs to go in, that needs to go in, that needs to go in. And then there is this sort of closing stretch where, yeah, they're putting together the final touches of this video package with like 15 seconds left for the show being on the air. It's actually it's an amazing insight into how those things come together, because when you're just watching as a fan, it just shows up on the screen, and if it doesn't show up on the screen, you cuss out the production, say the production sucks. But the level of pressure that they work under, and the level of pressure that they still deliver, good work at a high level, is incredibly impressive. Right, we have 40 seconds left of this ad break, whatever it is. This feels like it must be just some form of an error, doesn't it? There's no way they're actually promoting like something else afterwards, unless it's maybe getting like the start of the post show. Maybe they just forgot to cut the feed. Maybe that's what's happened here. I don't know. But we won't have to wait long to find out either way if how legitimate any of this is. And then, of course, like I said, then we can switch over to the post show. All right, it says back in 5 seconds. Here we'll find out if this is just one big troll situation. It was. Fuck. I mean, that is such a piss take, isn't it? That is such a piss take. They made people wait 4 minutes, and then when it finished, they went, "Thank you very much, that's done." Oh, you assholes. Honestly, Netflix and TKO WWE. Oh my God. I won't let it ruin a good night. I'm not going to let it ruin a good night. Right, we'll be back for the post show in a few seconds. You'll be redirected there. Appreciate everyone for tuning in.